Welcome back to Oasis Valley Mysteries, Session 64. Previously, as we have dealt with the caustic state of guilt, a an undead, perhaps, manifestation of guilt and the mother's passing, a creature of acid and bone and hatred, moving through and killing previous members associated with members of their life, members of those who had witnessed her death and covered it up, blaming an innocent working man in order to get the company of Pluripotent to pay more as compensation so that they could seemingly take care of the now orphaned daughter left behind. Now a teenager and drawn into the midst of this as her adoptive father, Jonathan, has and the fiance of the deceased woman at the time of her death, now having adopted her as his own daughter, but now having been the one to wish her into existence at the advice or at the prodding, you're not sure, of the man in the snakeskin jacket. The the wish bringing out the worst in everyone's guilt as you have been drawn there after discovering much about after discovering it was Jonathan who had summoned this. You traveled into the superorganism using Carlos's uh, ride, traveling in for the second time on purpose. This time, the the mine carts appearing out in the Gastric Lakes area, one of the area where this all had happened, as well as one of the proposed new areas for the revitalization and reopening of the superorganism to the public. Sorry, I'm kind of stuffy a bit, but we resume as you gathered and saw the confrontation where Anna, the teenager, was there with her adoptive father, Jonathan, as well as Manny and his now ex-wife Gwen, all members of those who had been there on that day. When you actually saw the memory yourselves reliving for and even shown to Anna, the argument crackled and unheard between Gwen and Maria, the mother, as Gwen shoved her in a moment of heated anger, not even with ill intent, just an angry shove of just exasperation. But that push proved fatal as Maria tumbled in, and the man closest, the first victim of the caustic stain, he was initially leapt to action but was proven too cowardly and stopped, letting her burn, even though he could have saved her if only he had put himself at risk. But now you watch as the caustic stain try to pull the woman Gwen into the acid, only for, as we left off, Hanzo to shoot the the revenant's hand and free the woman temporarily, as she looks to you and with those glowing, baleful eyes, saying, "You, the one with the most guilt of them all." And we resume. Um,
Hey,
so, uh, shoot. Sorry, I'm not. I'm like, I'm suddenly like hitting a like, and how to proceed.
um,
That's one of the dangers of like picking up in the middle of like a confrontation like this.
Yeah. Well, fuck.
Yeah,
How
I
about,
believe.
I believe this could help. Could you please relay the scene where everyone is in this space? The layout.
Yes. Uh, so you're all upon one of the elevated walkways for that wound through the gastric lakes, sort of like the Yellowstone and geyser parks, elevated the walkways there, but there is a section of the railing snapped, a recreation of that day long ago, where the the walkway is somewhat degraded, and you might question its integrity in some spots if you're not careful. But it is looming over it is the section that crosses over one of the lakes and away from the kind of flesh shoreline, where which is why Maria fell in and wasn't unable to be rescued easily. But the uh, Gwen was being tugged into the liquid, but she now recoiled closer to the middle with Anna and Manny, her ex-husband and kind of the uncle figure to Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Jonathan's kind of standing off to the side, away from everyone, just kind of watching with a weird smile on his face, or like expression. I'm not sure if it's a smile or a grimace. Especially it's not it's fairly dim light down here,
The expression of a stressed monkey.
kinda. Um, and then you are all approaching. I don't
How
remember
wide
like
is the walkway about? Is it like two people can walk across just fine? Three?
it's about like I'd say about like 10 feet across,
Hmm.
10-15 feet. It's pretty wide.
I was wondering if the space where they they are standing is a little larger, observation platform, or if it's just normal walkway.
Yeah, it was just a normal walkway. So yeah, it would be closer to like 10 feet wide,
Mm-hmm.
12 feet maybe.
All right.
Big enough that if someone on people on wheelchairs could go through, or the like the little golf cart type things, because there aren't many places that where like vehicles like that work, except on artificial railways like or paths like this.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm.
because
And I
actually
believe.
uh
Hmm?
Fred would know that back then they actually had like uh little golf cart ambulances, sort of. They're essentially golf cart engines, but they would go for the medics to go pick up people who are like injured, slipped, sprained an ankle or something.
Hmm.
There's probably like one in the museum. Anyways,
And if I remember correctly, what you said the last time is somebody had clocked that a part of the caustic stain is lurking just underneath
I
the
believe it was
walkway
you. Yeah, you
in
saw
case we
that.
interfered.
Yeah, because you remember it had some basically like a pseudopod separation away from it to attack the can't remember his name. The guy who got blamed for the neglect of the park.
Yeah.
Um,
So right now, the people if who are present on the scene is all of us, of course. Um, Manfred, Gwen, um, Maria, Jonathan, and I believe the daughter
yep,
Anna. That's her name.
yep. And oh yeah, the guy was Lou Clement that you and Tommy saved.
And I am a luchador.
Yep.
And you are a luchador. All right. To follow up on where we left off with the creature accusing me as being the most guilty. Hanzo will take a breath before he's going to advance, still with his gun drawn. That's right. I am the most guilty one here. What are you going to do about it? He is hoping to draw this thing's attention onto himself.
And what are the rest of you doing?
Oh god, I forgot his name already. The dad. That dad.
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Where's Jonathan right now? He's up.
He's like kind of the opposite side of, like it would be your group, Anna, Manny, and Gwen in the middle, and then Jonathan further back.
With the
I
daughter.
would like to. Yeah, I want to head towards Anna.
No, Anna would be with
Anna
Gwen and Manny. She ran forward to like kind of help pull Gwen back after she got released when you shot the hand.
Yeah, I want to head towards Anna.
Shall I roll to distract the creature? Apparently, there's a new button. There's some new buttons I can press.
Oh, really?
Yeah, zoomed in combat.
What? I do not know this feature.
Yeah, character sheet. It's like Hunter's Move reference that I noticed these new ones.
Huh. Oh, yeah, that is new. Well, I don't know that, and I don't want to waste the time of looking through that in the middle of a game. So,
it's whatever role you to say it is.
Yeah.
Whether it be a charm or a cool or whatever.
Sorry, I'm bouncing around my brain.
Tired of monkeying around.
So, yeah, I think this might be protect someone.
Sure thing.
Because you are trying to draw the attention.
Mixed success!
So, you protect them, okay, but you suffer some or all the harm they were going to get. Oh yeah, that would be it. That would have been actually for, like, intercepting an attack.
Yeah, I'm protecting the victims from this thing.
Okay. So, it looks to you, sorry, but I do need to know what the rest of you all are doing. Olivia, or Ladama Chupacabra, you're going for Anna, I know that.
Yeah.
Once things start to kick off, like, if this thing starts coming after Hanzo, I'm going to actually, use my bullshit vampire speed and chase down the husband. I'm gonna pin him down to this walkway.
Okay.
Sorry, have they pulled up the lady who was falling? Is she no longer... Is she still dangling?
No, she wasn't dangling, she was being dragged in by her hair. But,
right.
She's fine now.
Yeah, Anna's kind of with her, because she was, like, helped pull her back.
Right.
Carlos, you do know, you and Fred have that ritual stuff.
True. We do have the ritual things.
You have the salt and oh fuck, what were the other things? You you might be. I'll just remind you that you could you should be able to use the salt with a magic. Use magic to create a protective barrier around. You know.
Either to keep her out or keep her in.
Yes.
Sounds like we need to have maybe seal her in for the ritual. I think that would make the most sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't disagree.
So I guess Carlos would be getting the salt ready. Like, all right, lure her in this way. We should be good to go. Probably a little more southern or Wisconsin than I'm into, but my brain's tired.
Allie is back to him.
And what's Tommy up to?
Just what? Keeping an eye out.
Here.
Tommy has a grenade. I forget that. I just keep getting. I just keep remembering that Tommy has a fucking grenade.
That may be useful.
I mean, he had to use a luck point for it, so it was well earned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Carlos, you're gonna try to trap the entity.
We're gonna set a trap so that we can lure the entity and then quickly seal her into the little circle.
Okay.
Can't hurt
Sounds
people
like
if you're
I'm
stuck.
bullfighting her.
What would you like me to roll?
Let's do a. Well, I hate when I hit the wrong button trying to Alt Tab and the Windows. Anyways, let's do a use magic. With a +1 because you have the, the ritual item.
Yes.
+1 to whatever your bonus is for weird.
Okay, so then that's a +4 total to that roll. I think I've done this
Alright.
right.
Oh,
Whew. Yeah, you just wow. 15.
wow.
Jesus.
Oh, hold on, it's not a 15. I goobered it wrong. Take 3 off of that. It's a 12.
That's still
Still an advanced success.
yeah, the magic works without issues. Choose your effect. So you are, let's see, trap a specific person or monster. That's very specific right there.
Mhm.
So, how it's going to work is, let's see, I'm going with Hanzo's protect someone. Hanzo, you are goading this thing on as it looks to you, and then its eyes flit over your shoulder to Fred, and then back to you. Your closest friend is the one you feel the guiltiest to be around. And it surges forward, out, just suddenly surging forward, reaching out for you. And Carlos, how do you intercept this thing lunging for Hanzo, looking like it's trying to drag him into the acid? How does your magic interfere and trap it into the salt circle you've laid?
I think the funniest situation is that there's a salt circle laid, and Carlos's instinct of the panic is just pocket salt. Just throws some of the magic salt into the face, just make it blindly stumble into the thing, and then as it stumbles, quickly patch the hole and be like, "Gotcha."
That's perfect. Because this thing has just bare exposed eyeballs, there are no eyelids to protect it from a sudden salt attack. As it gives, it's lunging for Hanzo, and you just like throw it over his shoulder as he's bracing to take the brunt of it. Um, it does shove you, Hanzo, out of the way, because its arm, rather than grabbing for you, just starts flailing. As you do take 3 acid harm.
Noted.
There's not like D&D acid types, but
Well,
but your armor
there are
does.
damage tags like fire and stuff.
Yeah.
That's sometimes relevant.
Yeah, you're at the moment it's not really relevant, but yeah, 3. But your clothing is starting to melt because it did splash you with acid, but your armor is protecting you from what?
Grievous harm.
Yeah, but shoves you aside, and Carlos, you step aside as it stumbles forward, kicking in the sand from the salt from the outside. But as it stumbles forward, it almost seems to bounce across an invisible wall of the inside curve as you complete the circle. And it whips around, and it's pressing its hand against almost like an invisible aquarium wall, just glaring at you. You are rich with guilt as well. Brought the boy back, and by shoving a fiend into him, making him a living monster. You know he's watching this right now, right?
Playful eye wink, tongue wag. No, enough. Gesture still goes on. He's not taking this seriously at all.
Wizards, always irreverent. Because then they would have to actually accept they have human feelings.
They'd have to accept that they're mortal.
So, Winifred,
Mm-hmm.
that would have triggered what you were doing. Yeah, use your whatever roll that you would use for like a kick some ass, but weird.
Yeah. My unholy strength.
Yeah, that's what you're going for, right?
Yeah, and I was going to pair that with my preternatural speed, which would give me a +1 to chase things down.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, roll. I'm just gonna say this might be a little. Yeah, this is a little unfair. This guy wasn't expecting this. He was watching the undead acid fiance go charge Hanzo, and then all of a sudden he's on his back with your hand around his throat.
And I have advanced kick some ass now.
Yeah.
So I have I'm gonna completely hold the advantage, and all of you get a +1 forward in this entire fight. So.
Damn. Yeah. Anna. So there was a scream when the people screamed when charged. Winifred, you noticed Jonathan didn't. He was just watching, like an observer, not even like being panicked by things going on. Although there is panic in his eyes, looking up at you, holding him, slamming into the ground, knocking the wind out of him. Anna's screaming, Gwen's screaming, Manny's like trying to be protective to the both of them, looking around like in a panic. Yeah. And oh yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
If I have time to basically I'm just gonna swing him up over my head by the neck.
Oh.
God damn.
And go, alright, I think everybody needs to calm down and we have a chat. Instead of shaking him a little bit, bringing your young child down here to watch people melt to death. What's wrong with you?
Who's she aiming that at?
The guy that I have in my hand. And the undead mother.
As he's like, Winifred's short, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's not as short as I am, but I'd say 5'7", 5'8".
Okay, he's not that much taller, but yeah, he's like standing on his tiptoes, just clutching at your hand. You're choking him. Um, he goes, I didn't want Anna to see any of this.
She's not like, she's not squeezing. She's just holding.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah, and but he's looking at you like he knows that you could probably pop his head off like a cork.
You weren't protesting.
You look absolutely giddy.
You know exactly how it feels to watch somebody that you love be dropped into one of these. Why would you do that? And she's going to turn and look at the mother.
And she's pressed up against this invisible barrier, glaring at you. She goes, she needs to know the truth. Those that speak to take care of her are the ones responsible for her being an orphan.
All right. So the danger is kind of at bay for now. Can I gesture for everybody to get the fuck off of this walkway?
You'd have to walk a good ways, but I will say that, Carlos, you know that Anna is needed for the ritual for the exercising.
The Dama Chupacabra will go up to Anna and just make sure she's unharmed.
But yeah, you can walk away from like the railing with the broken railing section.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna gesture for everybody to get the hell away from the dangerous section.
Are you unharmed? What's your last name? Ramirez?
Gomez.
Valdez. Are you alright, Mr. Valdez?
She like nods and then it suddenly like clicks as she looks up at you. She's like, "Wait, the rest are from the match? What?"
I will I'll make sure the other two are as okay as they can be.
They are looking at you and like, in that way of like, such weirdness is happening. This might as well happen. But
Yes.
Anna, she was like, "Wait, I saw you fight just like the other night. What are you doing here?"
Oh god. Oh, fuck. God. Oh my god, I know your name.
But-
Temazut. Temazut still has workers in these modern times. And yeah, she'll like pick up Anna if I mean she's okay to walk, yeah?
Yeah, she's not injured.
Okay. And then she'll just motion for everyone to like, come on, let's get up. We need to leave this dangerous position.
You should stay. You hear the voice of Maria.
No.
Maybe you should stay like poor Percival. Head bitten off by rawheads, set to scream forever.
I'm afraid you're talking to the wrong person.
It looks to you, Fred, past everyone, and goes, I can taste your guilt as well. A familiar guilt. A parent who can't protect their own children. Who, despite their best, is never enough to protect them, to keep them safe.
I'm sorry, I don't care what you say, I'm not gonna join the Catholic Church.
Yes.
This is what happened last night when he goaded the Black Dragon into attacking him personally.
It was to make up for giving away the element of surprise.
And yeah,
Sorry.
no, it's fine. It would just kind of tilt its head at you and say, "God ain't here." And then it looks to you, Hanzo, as Hanzo. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to pull off your shirt is melted.
Yeah.
Ah,
It would start burning into you. As what does everyone see?
Yeah. Well, clocking that the acid is continuing to eat into his shirt. Uh, as if it is deliberately trying to expose him. It takes a moment because there's a lot of restraint there, but similar again to the last time we dealt with a creature who punished the guilty. Yes, the damage is tearing away at his protective coverings. Those onion layers he's put up. Tears away the shirt and throws into the acid to expose a massive, sprawling, and highly elaborate tattoo of a snake looping through the jaws and eye sockets of a skull.
It's quite. I think this type of symbology or these types of tattoos would probably be familiar with people.
Mm-hmm.
look, Olivia has been guessing at what Hanzo is a part of was a part of for a while.
Yes.
The creature, the entity pressing up against that invisible glass, just looks to you, Hanzo, and goes, "You haven't even told them your real name or why you crossed the ocean to be in the desert." And then its head slowly does that unsettling skeletal turn right towards Fred.
Maria,
I'd be careful with this one, Klutzman. Do not let your children be the next orphans he leaves behind.
ooh,
Oh, I was worried Hanzo fucked Fred's wife.
Logistically, that would be hard to accomplish.
You
And
would
yet I
think, but the
accomplished
world's
it.
weird.
That's why she left you. It was me,
No.
Barry.
No!
It's like, I'm the reason you fumbled a witch.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I would be honor bound to kill you if that were the case.
it's true.
Maybe it is.
We'd have to do PvP. Like, not just Fred, me, I would have to kill you.
God.
Let the hate flow through you.
La Dama Chupacabra does give those tattoos Like,
And of course, the irony is not lost on me that he has snake tattoos during this current arc.
yeah.
You just shed your skin.
Mm-hmm. And right now, he's baring his fangs towards this creature.
So, let's see. Carlos,
Yes.
I need you to do let's see, hold on. Would it be another use magic or a big, oh wait, no, big magic is like a overtime thing. Yeah, let's do another use magic to set up the exorcism while she's trapped.
So she's like going over the guilt, and Carlos is like, "Don't mind me. I'm just doing my own damn thing."
You do have a +1 forward.
Because yeah, you are restraining the one who wished this situation into being.
Alrighty, +1 forward is a mixed success. Damn.
Okay. Let's see.
How much luck do I have?
It works imperfectly.
This isn't like the full exorcism. It's going to be a multi-check for the exorcism.
Make progress towards it.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like a clock being filled.
Gotcha.
But let's see. So Carlos, as you're doing this, the glitch that you take is as you're moving around, laying out more of the salt into the appropriate symbolism, right? Spiraling out from the circle. You don't go unnoticed, as there is like it's almost like stepping on a landmine as you step over a crack, in the slats, a gap in the slats of the boardwalk. As you feel something wet or squishy underneath your foot, and you look down and you realize you stepped on a patch of the goo. As it, spiders up as you take 1 harm, ignore armor.
Right to the foot.
Okay.
Yeah, ow.
Fucker.
Maria Valdez.
Was that
Maria Valdez.
Gomez?
Gomez. Fuck. Maria Gomez.
It turns its eyes to you.
What happened to you was a tragedy. Of this,
And
there
they
is no
turn
doubt.
it into opportunity.
She looks at them, like, gives them a look of like, do you have anything to say for yourself?
And Manny definitely pipes up. He goes, every bit of money I've made has been with the intention of setting it aside for Anna. We've done our best, Maria. We've tried to do what we could to help her. And Gwen goes, Gwen seems very quiet after being rescued. But she doesn't seem like she's willing to say anything. And the Maria, the caustic stain of guilt, looks to Manny going, I've been to your water park. It is obscene. You expect to tell me that all that wealth, all that money is for her and not your own pocket? And Manny just kind of looks at her and just, yes. And it does not seem Maria seems to believe him.
I don't know if I believe him, to be fair. But, regardless. Anna?
Actually, uh, when Manny was saying that, Winifred, Jonathan kind of goes, "That's bullshit. I know that you were just. This has all been opportunity for you from the beginning."
Explain how.
It was it was Reginald's and his idea to use her death to get Pluripotent to pay us, to pay for Anna, as they said, but they took that money and made themselves even, use it to enrich themselves. Outside of the company, Manny's one of the richest men in this entire valley.
So your solution was to bring your late fiance back from the dead as a spirit of vengeance?
Clearly, I didn't know that was what was going to happen. I just wish that they would remember her and feel the guilt that I felt, that they should be feeling.
How long have you known Maria was behind this?
Since you called me.
Wait, no. I
Right.
didn't call him.
Oh, right, no, right. Sorry. It goes, since I, since the night Reginald died and someone called to tell me it happened. You know that would be Olivia.
Yeah.
And Maria goes, he knows because I appeared before him that night. And do you know what he told me when I told him that it was that everyone was going to die? He said, good, they deserved it. And Jonathan grimaces, that grimace, Winifred, that you've seen of someone who knows they've been caught in a lie.
It's not fun when your guilt is thrown in your face, is it? So all this happened is because people weren't grieving the way you wanted them to?
They never grieved in the first place. And that actually gets like a reaction from Manny and Gwen. Manny's like, oh, that's fucking bullshit. And Gwen's like, that's not true. I mourned her harder than anyone. I was one who it's my fault. And she looks to the thing, the barrier. Goes, you don't even remember what we were arguing about. And she just kind of falls silent as she looks to the ground, eyes but eyes glancing over to Jonathan.
What were you arguing about?
Can you give her a reason for manipulate someone?
Oh God. Don't want to.
Still have a +1 forward.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I have an 8.
Okay. Manipulate someone on a 7 to 9. They'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show you mean it. Do you have a suggestion?
I'm thinking, look at the situation you're in. You think now is really the time to hold this stuff back? Only ends if we can work through this. I will help you how I can, but you need to make the first step.
She kind of looks at you with, there is that flash of like,
This
I'm
is a
being, yeah, this is a luchador that's talking to me. Okay, why not? Um, but
Can't get any more absurd.
yeah, there's a yakuza right over there.
There's a-
acid monster of my old best friend.
There's a fucking magician holding her in stasis.
And Fred Klutzman.
Hey, it's me.
And Steven!
So she goes, I gotta look at my notes real quick to see what she was holding back. And she looks first to Anna and she goes, I'm so sorry, Anna. I never wanted you to learn this. That I couldn't stay in redemption anymore. That's why I moved out of town. But she turns and looks to Maria. You don't remember the argument we were having, but I do. I think about it every single day. You refused to believe me when I warned you that Jonathan was going to break up with you. He told me that he wasn't ready to be a father, to be married so young, and that he was going to break it off with you, but I tried to warn you and you didn't believe me, and you just wouldn't listen to me, so I just wanted to do something to make you shut up and listen to me, so I shoved you and it snapped and you fell, and I never got to say I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
Hmm. Oh, that's juicy.
Yeah.
Maria's eyes are just glaring over at Jonathan across the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Winifred's kind of like, I bet you're glad I'm holding you right now, huh?
So, Winifred, can you just do me... Actually, Tommy, do me a read a bad situation.
Ellen Sikion?
Music company.
Okay, okay. Just making sure I don't have any skew. Alright, alright. That would be sharp, so submit.
Okay. Okay, let's see, best way in, best way out. Any dangers we haven't noticed? Biggest threat, most vulnerable to me, best way to protect victims. I was just gonna say, this is more of a, are there any dangers we haven't noticed? You said you were keeping an eye out, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now that you saw, after you saw Carlos kind of step on like a little ooze landmine, you started like keeping an eye out on the ground or the boardwalk where everyone was,
Mm-hmm.
and after that, after hearing that revelation and feeling the tension just ratchet up another notch, you hear the churning of the slime and the acidic slop beneath you kind of churn even more violently, almost sounding, almost like it's boiling. As you go over to the railing, lean over and look over, there's right beneath where Winifred and Jonathan is, it looks like it's getting ready, almost like a geyser churning ready to erupt.
Winifred, you need to move now.
Okay. So can I carry this guy using my preternatural speed and move somewhere else?
Oh yeah, you've dragged people around. It kind of freaks people out sometimes how easily you can manhandle someone.
Yeah, he doesn't need to get out of this without bruises.
Like, has anybody seen Wolverine and Deadpool?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
No.
There's a scene where a slender woman drags a guy around by his face and they just turn him into a dummy shot, and it's the most unsettling thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, okay, so that's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
She does kind of try to leap towards the group and not away from it, so she's not more separated.
Let's see. What should I make you roll? Would that be a protect someone or an act under pressure? Yeah, let's do an act under pressure.
Okay, where are you?
Because geysers are full of pressure. That's kind of how they work.
Pushing down on me. Pushing down on you.
Yeah, under pressure just starts playing on Carlos's cassette. Not now.
I'm just making sure that I have to use cool for that, I'm pretty sure.
She's a killer queen.
Yeah, I don't have anything to make it anything else, so I don't have a great cool, so
9. Okay, so let's see. Worst outcome, hard choice, or a price to pay? I think I'm going to give you a hard choice. You could either protect yourself or protect him.
okay.
Well, I'll say it'll be like not the full-on blasts, but there is like this is kind of like the price to pay, but you have to make the choice who will get the biggest brunt of it.
I would like to attempt a daredevil move to interrupt that attack.
Hmm.
With they being pointed out by Tommy, I want to tackle Winifred and Jonathan. Just tackle them both out of the way of the geyser that's about to shoot up.
Right. Before you do that, I am going to narratively choose to save Jonathan instead of myself. She's going to throw him towards his friends.
Okay. So you'll be
I'll try to
throwing.
save you then.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Roll tough. No wait, I used the tough one. I used the +1 already.
So what is the ability?
Yes. Daredevil move. You can attempt a tricky, high-risk maneuver to gain an advantage on an opponent. Roll for stuff. Blah blah blah. Interrupt a move someone or something else is making, so they can't do it yet. Give another hunter +1 forward. Inflict 2 harm if you are unarmed. You don't suffer harm in return, and in return, I suffer a 1 harm and leave yourself open to foes. The 10+. Have to move someone
Victory.
who's making.
I'm looking at the move.
Oh yeah, I think I can. There we go. I'm not inflicting any harm because.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna interrupt a move, so that they can't do it yet, which was because she can't hurt
So.
Winifred or Jonathan yet.
The thing is interrupting the move. May I make a suggestion?
Please.
You're pretty sure that the barrier is only holding back Maria. You could turn around and deck her in the face.
Oh fuck! Oh my god! Yes! I turned around and I decked the blob in the face.
Because if you inflict harm if you're unarmed.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take no harm. Wait, is that one of them? You don't suffer harm in return. Inflict 2 harm if you're unharmed. And, take a plus... Yeah, I'm gonna give, Carlos a +1 forward.
Alright.
Like, it's a little easier to set things up because I just fucking punched her in the face. And I know exactly what I'm gonna say, too. You who is so fueled by vengeance wish to take your daughter's other parent away from her?
And so, Winifred, you throw him over to the group as you are trying to rush out of the radius. It does go off, but because of the punch that you see Olivia deliver to this skeletal mass, it falls, bounces back against the other side of the barrier. Not, the head doesn't spin around comically, nothing like that. But it seems to disrupt the aim of the geyser, so instead of, taking 3 damage, you would only take 1, but I think your supernatural armor negates that, so you're able to avoid that.
Yeah.
Thanks to Olivia.
Yeah, I can now add to her resume, punched an acidic, manifestation of guilt in the face.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah. And
Just like suplexing fiery guilt.
apparently, things that are based on guilt, their kryptonite is
Being punched in the
Luchadora.
face.
Being punched in the face.
So I am gonna call over to Tommy saying, thanks for the heads up.
No prob.
How did
And
how did you react now?
it looks to you that, Maria, the caustic stain, looks to you and goes, he never wanted to be a father. He resents her. I can feel it. Isn't that right, Johnny?
And yet, he is the parent she has had for her whole life.
So,
And you want to make her watch him die too? Piece of shit or not, I think that would make you guilty.
doesn't seem to have an answer for you at the moment. But, Carlos.
Carlos.
Oh, sorry. What's up?
So the next step of the ritual is the part that involves Fred,
Yes.
which is a good point for this. A good launching out point for this, because Fred, as everyone has agreed, is the ideal parent in a way.
Yeah.
So, with Fred, as Carlos starts linking you into this ritual, linking you into a line of this salt, you it's like an old, it's like the oh, what's the salt brand name where it's like the circle with the spout with the cylinder.
Hmm.
It's like one of those old-fashioned salt dispensers, like the industrial ones. But this is the enchanted stuff that you got from Sue's. But it's really funny. It just looks like you're pouring out salt you got from your kitchen. From the restaurant. But Fred,
Mortsons?
yes, that was it. With the girl trailing the salt.
Yeah. Mortsons.
I remember that because my grandma had that big can, that big dispenser on the fridge.
They still fucking sell those exactly the same way.
I mean, if it's not broke. So, Fred,
Yes.
this might be throwing the spotlight on you, but I know you can take it. You've done improv. How would Fred react and respond to this question of parenthood and who deserves it, and all this? Not to put pressure on you.
This is his role in this ritual, so.
What's the exact question?
I don't think of like an exact question as being labeled at him. It's just that, how is he feeling about the whole conversation?
And how would this is Fred's chance to chime in and give his opinion on what it means to be a parent of someone that involved with the supernatural, because she called you, she directly pointed you out, saying your guilt for the accidental endangering of your children and not even realizing they were in danger.
Yeah. She was being pretty Catholic at me about it. Not that Fred would know. He's a dirty Protestant.
Does that mean he can eat fish?
Yeah, he can absolutely eat fish. Well, I mean, Catholics can eat fish too. In fact, the whole thing of Catholics and fish is that fish is an exception on Lent when we're not allowed to eat meat.
Yeah, pescatarianism.
Yeah.
That's why porpoises are fish in medieval peace years.
Yeah. On Lent, Catholics aren't allowed to eat meat on Fridays, but they can eat fish as an exception.
Yep. Because of the Jesus created the massive fish, right?
But Fred's a Protestant, so I'm pretty sure he's allowed to eat anything as long as it's not like a gay wedding cake, and even then he wouldn't care. He's probably one of the less uptight Protestants. Why am I going into Christianity? It sucks. Well, on the one hand, Fred doesn't really feel accountable to some supernatural creature that's, acting like Satan, chiding him about his parenting techniques. As bad as his self-hatred may get, he's not gonna let a fucking Boogan tell him what raising a child is about. Listen.
Yeah.
It looks to you.
Every single parent is a fucking moron. Because every single person's a fucking moron. We're all just humans doing our best to get by, and yeah, that means we fuck up. A lot. Human existence is like 90% failure. 99 if it's mine. And every child is stuck in the horrible position of not knowing that yet. And as a parent, your job is to try and help them learn from your failures as much as you can before they have to make their own. And that means that if you failed a lot as a person when you're a parent, you've got a lot of lessons you can give. And yeah, I've fucked up because I'm a human and humans fuck up as a matter of course. You know, fucking up is the first step of learning. And you have to do it a lot. Because there's a lot to learn in the world. So you want to, like, castigate me and the others for our fuck-ups? That's the human condition. It's the only way we get better at anything. And yeah, we fuck up with our kids. We don't mean to, but it happens. And we learn from that too. And if you do your job right, then maybe you both can learn together. And make sure that those fuck-ups have some meaning. And who the fuck are you to be commenting on my parenting skills, or anybody's? You're some sort of boogin. You think some fucking gobbledygool has a fucking license to just start critiquing people? Fuck off!
So, Fred.
Who made you fucking God? Who gave you authority over anything? You're a fuck up too!
So, Fred. I want you to give yourself an experience point.
Alrighty.
Carlos, do the magic.
Hey.
I will do the
I leveled
magic.
up.
Nice.
Perfect.
I figure that impassioned speech was worth an experience point.
Adding the +1 forward. Boom.
Okay. So you successfully ride the wave of Fred's inspiration, linking him into this exorcism of parenthood and, you know, of orphans and parenthood. You all see Maria, recovered from getting punched in the face, standing, not pressing up against the glass anymore, the acid kind of swirling around her feet. But she looks to Jonathan, who kind of went back to his feet and is kind of watching you warily when afraid you're gonna, like, pounce again.
She just might. Don't test her.
And Maria goes, "You are correct, Fletzman. I wasn't there for my daughter. I left her behind to be raised by a man who resented her. I don't think he should be a parent. A child shouldn't be resented by their parent." And she looks to Anna, who has been, like, quietly, like, crying this entire time.
Poor Anna.
And she goes, "It's not right. None of this is right." And then you see that she kind of, like, shifts down a few inches, and then again, as you realize that she has been burning through the boardwalk beneath her this entire time and is now about to escape.
Oh.
But she's still having to resist because you've done some decent rolls there for the ritual there, Carlos.
Oh, perfect.
This is gonna hurt like fuck, but I want to grab her head and hold her back up in place.
Okay,
I know this is gonna hurt. This is absolutely
This is an act under pressure. But you will. I will say, even though there is an act under pressure, you still will take contact damage. It will get worse if you mess up the roll.
I'm totally expecting that. What type of pressure is that?
Cool.
Oh boy, here we go.
Luchadors are pretty cool. Oof. And that's even with the +1. You go out and grab this skull with both hands on the side, and then it mimics the motion, reaching up because you leaned into the barrier, grabbing onto the sides of the mask. You feel the burning sensation through the protective leather, digging into your scalp as she pulls you close. Can you imagine the guilt they'll feel when your sister won't even know what happened to you? As she begins to pull you down with her into beneath the boardwalk.
No,
Looks like I'm matching.
How much damage do I take?
Oh yeah, this would be 2 damage ignoring armor. I mean.
Okay. Ow. All right.
Well, actually, no. She's specifically grabbing onto the magical mask, so let's knock that down to 1. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
You may have some scarring there later.
Oh my god. How many scars on Olivia?
Isn't
Olivia's the one who brags about him, so I'm just helping her out.
Oh yeah.
Winifred, are you currently holding on to Jonathan?
No, I threw him.
No,
So my hands are free.
Yeah, he's standing by.
Who has Jonathan right now?
He's just standing free. He's close to, the group of Anna, Gwen, and Manny.
Does it look like he's about to bolt?
I know. Yeah, there's no insight checks, but yeah, there's that sense where he's just like, oh, great. Now I'm a target too.
So, Winifred wants to save Olivia. I can go after him.
Yeah, I'm gonna dive and grab Olivia's shoulders and pull her back.
Cool.
As also, what goes to hell is, Tommy, you notice below, the geyser, and also Hanzo had warned you before that there were other pseudopods. It seems now that she is breaking out of the barrier, at least beneath it, you start seeing these blobs begin to emerge as well, slithering quickly towards you. You see one heading towards you, and one heading towards Fred and Carlos, and another one heading towards Jonathan and the other civilians. So 3 of them.
Oh shit!
Similar to the one you and similar to the one that you and Hanzo had dealt with at the car park.
How about you deal with the one closest to you? You have to protect Carlos in the ritual.
Yeah, Tommy's going to yell, "Guys, the pseudopods are moving again!"
You see them slithering up the supports of the walkway. Sorry, I'm kind of losing words randomly tonight.
That happens.
It happens.
Been there.
Yeah.
Especially to DM.
My players witnessed that yesterday.
Hey, Winifred, help.
Yeah, what do I need to roll to just grab her and pull her back?
I guess that would be your supernatural strength.
Okay. I'll just roll on holy strength.
Yeah, because you're versus another things on holy strength. 11, success. You, with how much chupacabra, there's a moment of fear where you worry that the mask might be ripped off your head, as you feel. You're grabbing her by the shoulders and pulling her up.
Yeah, I'm grabbing her, kind of by the shoulder and by the hip, just kind of digging in and pulling her back.
Like picking up a dog.
A little bit.
And so there's a moment where you feel Winifred grab you and start yanking you back with that supernatural strength as the bony, burning fingers dig into the mask. You're worried that it might rip it off or burn lines through it, but the grip slips as. Hmm?
So you're yanking me back. She's grabbed onto me. I have a weak grab on her. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you release?
No. With Winifred strength backing me up, I want to sink my hands in deeper and as I'm getting pulled up, to say, once I'm clear of the hole, I'm gonna shout for Winifred to let me go. And I want to use my signature move.
You out of your fucking mind?
Calamity Driver. I want to do an assisted suplex of the Cosmic State of Guilt.
I don't know if that's a thing that we can do.
Oh, it's yeah. She's getting out of the circle anyway. She's grabbed onto me. I'm grabbed onto her. Winifred's grabbed onto us both, technically. If this is too much, it's totally fair. I did fail to get in this position.
That is true.
Okay, so what are you going to roll?
My signature move, which is, I believe that's yeah, I'll just. Oop, not that one. Bloop.
Okay. Good roll,
that-
I guess. And
Is
what are
that
you-
okay? Is that something I can do?
Again, since you're in contact, you'll burn yourself, but, you're a luchador, so why not?
Yeah, fuck yeah!
And then we'll do... Well, alright then. We heard your shout from Scatha.
Yeah.
Yes! Yes! How much harm do I take? 1 or 2?
This one, since it's not your the magic mask, it would be another 2. This
Okay,
is
ow.
very potent acid.
Oh yeah. Calamity Driver!
Yeah,
And
you're
suplex-
gonna need new gloves by the end of this.
Oh god, yeah, I'm gonna need some new skin.
Well,
Okay.
You do know, it can be regrown, at least.
She
Okay.
takes 10. No, she takes 2 harm. And I get a +1 forward, but and I'm also going to use my professional move, Precise Strike. Is when you inflict harm on a monster, you can aim for a weak spot. Roll plus tough, and I got a +1 forward. And woo!
Nice.
Precise on a 10 plus, I inflict. So I do 4 harm to her as I suplex her skull directly into like a not melted piece of the boardwalk.
Nice.
And also, ow.
Yeah, you might want to release her.
Yeah, no. She absolutely releases after that and gives Winifred like a nod of thanks.
Oh, so, Hanzo. No, not Hanzo. I meant to say Carlos.
Cardos then.
Okay.
So, you were warned by Tommy that there was one coming for you. The entity has broken, or one of the blobs is coming for you and Fred, it seems. But she is now out of the ceiling barrier. But you do know that you could probably redo it if you want, or protect you and Fred with assault. It's up to you.
Fred, how's your health looking?
Not bad at all. Weird thing to be asking, though. Actually, my blood pressure is not great. As always, I gotta watch my cholesterol, but I'm not diabetic yet.
I will say that Ladama Chupacabra and Winifred are right there next to the thing, so they might be able to occupy it.
I did just suplex her. God, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to suplex her because she's made of fucking acid, but here we are.
Oh no, you can.
It hurts like fuck, but here we
Go
are.
right ahead and do it.
So, Carlos.
I'm contemplating here.
Okay.
Because on one hand, being out of the range of the circle means I can't send her back to hell. On the other hand, I can't have our good friend die to a blob. So I think we're going to actually save Fred first.
Okay. I will also give you a little bit of information in the Carlos chat.
Another monster added to my suplex list.
Those burning.
My true goal of this campaign. Natasha, Carnagor, and the Caustic Stain of Guild.
Whoa.
I think I'm missing something.
Okay. So, Carlos, that was something you looked up before when you were researching wish magic.
Sarah, are you meaning to imply what I think you're meaning to imply?
It's up to you to interpret that how you will. But if you're going to protect Fred, that would be another use magic. With the +1 for using the appropriate tool.
And what would I have to do the situational the thing you messaged me about?
Oh, what Carlos Fred kind of suggested, what you think I might be suggesting, but there are also things like, banishments. But that might not be something you're capable of outside of. Well, you are technically doing an exorcism, so that is technically a banishment. Well, no, I mean, I am trying to give you that impression that, Carlos, you would not be able to banish in this way.
Okay, so that's exactly what I was thinking. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not saying this is the only way to solve this, but it is a solution that you read up on.
It is technically a solution. I should save Fred first, though.
Yeah.
We gotta save Fred.
The man made such an impassioned plea about parenthood, he needs to continue being a parent. All right.
It's like, I can't make those kids orphans. Come on, bud, let's get out of here.
Yeah, you create a circle around him and yourself as the blob slithers up over the edge and just kind of slithers around it trying to find purchase, but you manage to seal it up pretty quickly. Tommy.
Yo.
This thing's coming for you.
Is there any sort of object I can throw down on it?
Well, you saw the railings were pretty easily broken, so you could probably break it off with your strength and throw it.
Fuck it, we ball.
Or you could run over and throw Jonathan at it.
I think that'd
Not
be
throw
frowned
Jonathan
upon.
at it.
But kick some ass, because that's
Alright.
technically an attack.
Alright,
All right.
Ooh, nice.
Tom
So,
is going to rip off some of the railing and just swing it like a bat, sending it back to home, basically.
so you want to do the force them where you want them for the extra
Yep.
effect? Okay, yeah. This thing, you see it quivering in that jello fashion as if its whole body is compressing like a spring. You wrench off the railing, launches in the air, and there's that wet splat where you seem to hit its core so it doesn't splatter or pop, and it just bounces off and goes wee back into the lake in the distance. Home run.
Hell yeah,
Just like
Tommy.
netting jellyfish.
So that leaves one over by going after Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
And he sees it and starts to run.
I shall roll. Would this be a kick some ass, protecting someone? Act under pressure.
I don't think leave no one behind would work because that's rescuing someone,
Right,
not
yes.
stopping someone.
I
Oh no,
forgot about that.
that's rescuing people, not stopping. I think I used that ability a few times to save people as Isaac.
I think leave no one behind is a advanced. Yeah, I do have that. It's like help someone escape. Roll plus sharp.
Yeah, that would have been able to help Olivia or Odama Chupacabra, sorry, escape the clutches.
Mixed success.
So, who are you
On a
helping out?
7 to 8, you choose. Either you get them out of it, or you either get them out or suffer no harm. On a miss, you fail to get them out, and you've attracted hostile attention. Get him out of danger.
So you're taking the aggro, basically?
Yeah. You know what? I want him to piss his britches about this. As soon as the slime has manifested on the boardwalk and slithering after him, I aim the gun technically straight at him, but it's going to get stopped by the ooze.
So, let's see, that was a 8. So you get them out or suffer no harm.
Yep, get them out.
Okay.
I'm not frightened by damage.
Well, no, it'd be either he suffers no damage or he makes an escape.
They suffer no harm, but he's not escaping, of course.
Okay. So you fired the blob, and the way its momentum, because it also did that springing leap that you saw when it attacked Lou as well as tried to attack Tommy just now. You fire it out of the air, and it splatters in a way that he has to stop, or otherwise he almost ran into its remains. So that he looks back at you with the gun in hand, tattoos exposed.
Yeah. It's not a pretty expression he's wearing either.
As Maria now kind of surges back up to her feet, her bones kind of disconnecting as she surges up in that pillar of acid before almost snapping back into place. As she glares at Winifred and Olivia, and then the head snaps around in such a way that it would have broken someone's neck if there was flesh connecting the bones. Looks to you, Hans, and goes, "You should have shot him. What's one more father on your guns?"
What's she doing now?
And she's going to try to surge past the. Actually, um, let's see. Actually, the NPCs still have. They haven't done anything. What would they be doing at this moment? Sorry, I've always.
Cowering in fear.
Yeah, and actually, Manny's been kind of wanting to say this. He would go, Maria, please just stop this. I know Jonathan never wanted to be a father. He's told me that, but he was the only one who could actually adopt her being your fiance. I would have taken her as my own if I could have. Everything I've done has been for Anna. And Gwen kind of changed it and goes, it's true, we would have taken her, but I knew that wouldn't be right. I couldn't. And that gets Maria's attention, her head snapping to them, and goes, so you left her with a man who detested her, who hated her? And she's going, looks like she's about to reach for them now. Winifred and Olivia, you're the closest ones to react to this.
Oh, kicks mess.
Roll
That
it.
kicks mess.
Yep. Nice.
So what I want to do is, I got a bunch of, I think it was baking soda. I got a base of some kind.
Yeah, you got the neutralizer.
Yeah, I want to just grab however much I was able to get, and just throw it into her main body.
Okay. Real
Also,
quick, Winifred, what's the extra effect you want?
I didn't plus that. I had a +1 forward still, so that's a 12.
Oh, yeah. Advanced.
So I get advanced. So I can completely hold the advantage and give everybody another +1 forward, suffer no harm at all, inflict double the normal harm, or drive the enemy away. I don't think we want to do the last one. What do we want me to do?
How many can you do?
Just the one. Pretty sure.
Oh, one.
It's it's pick an enhanced effect.
Want to stop her from attacking the victims.
So I'm gonna. I guess I'm
Protect
gonna.
Gwen and Manny.
Let's see. I'm going to hold the advantage. I'm going to hold her exactly where I want her, which is down, and everybody else gets a +1 forward in the fight.
All right.
And if for inflicting harm, since I'm using my body, that is a 3. I think no 4. 4 now.
Damn. That's strong.
Yeah, and I'm throwing the neutralizer into her.
Sorry, I was eating a cracker.
Okay.
Kick some ass.
Damn, Olivia.
All right,
Oh,
all right, all right.
High rollers.
I forgot to add the +1 too.
Alrighty. So,
Um,
how do you describe this? Because it's like a canister that you would be able to open up on like the ends.
what's the consistency of the?
Like a chalky powder, very much like baking soda, where it clumps together very easily.
You know what? I'm going to.
But it
throw
also
the
breaks
whole,
apart very easily.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the whole canister into her body because it's she's acidic, so she's just gonna either it'll break on contact with her if she tries to stop it, or she'll eat through the outside and then the neutralizer will just be spreading inside of her.
Okay, so Winifred, how are you holding her down?
her head like snapped back to look at Jonathan, and it looked like she was turning to go after him, right?
Yeah.
So she's
Yeah,
just
it's
gonna
like the head
grab.
was turning before her body was.
She's gonna grab the back of the skull that she sees, and put her hand into the slime to grab the base of the spine, and like snap her forward so her head snaps into the ground and her spine is in my hand. So she's bent in two.
And Olivia, or Madame Chupacabra, sorry, that leaves, because that would mean with her head facing backwards, her back is, she's bending backwards.
Yeah, she's fucked
That
up.
God.
that means the rib cage is exposed, and you just shove the canister, rip off the end, and shove it in there, and the she begins thrashing, and there is like a very audible fizzing noise as you see it begin to fizz and bubble on the inside through the acid, because it is like a translucent acid.
I'm not aiming to do damage. I'm aiming to like.
Neutralize.
Yeah. So for the effect, I'm going to. Well, yeah, you're already forcing her where you want her. For less harm. Because I'm already hurting.
Yeah, I'll say that because of Winifred holding her there, and you did such a good high roll, you avoid damage.
Oh my god.
It's a very much like shove it in. It's like ugh, pull your hand back immediately.
Me and Winifred, we are fucking comboing tonight.
Yeah, the vampire and the bat.
Yeah.
So it was like, that's what you're supposed to do.
So
Winifred's gonna look up and go, I got her for now! Hurry up!
all right, now, Tommy,
Yo.
since you dealt with that one so effectively, you want to take care of the one that's menacing Carlos and Fred?
Sure. Kick some ass.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So you run over and smack it with this bar, and we'll just say we're using the same damage as your spike.
Okay. That works.
What's the damage on that one?
It is 3 harm, messy.
Okay. So yeah, you stab through it, almost like skewer it with the jagged end of the spray, like, and you're able to, like kind of drag it back. These things aren't very sturdy, so you are actually able to kill that with the 3 harm.
Cool.
This is fucking going places.
And
It got intense
the,
really quick.
yeah. And let's see. Hold on, sorry, I'm typing something out to someone. Okay, sent you something, Carlos.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's been kind of lingering.
You're gonna save me, Carlos? You're gonna get me out of here?
So it looks like Tommy's helping us out, to be fair here. Look at
You gonna save me, Tommy? You gonna get me out of here?
I mean, I think you can walk past it now. It seems kind of dead.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, Fred, you are very safe at the moment, protected by Werethylacine and Wizard.
You could probably walk past it. Just avoid the ooze.
I don't know if I'm gonna try that.
So, yes. So, Carlos, with that in mind, you are on the last step of this exorcism. This will be another another use magic. This one though, I think it because it is the final part and it is resisting so hard. Uh, that's actually something I should have mentioned. As this has continued, the superorganism around you has kind of been rumbling and quivering in a pleasant way, as it seems to be reacting to the emotions of this thing manifested from its own essence, its own form.
Tummy ache. Very aggressive tummy ache.
Yeah, this would be like if your stomach acid decided it had vendetta against, something.
I
And
am.
that's what
Wait,
happened.
that's an ulcer.
Yeah. Um.
That's just what happens when I take my medicine.
I'm asking a question real quick in the chat.
Okay.
The
So how are the rest of you
superorganism-
feeling?
Interesting.
It's intense, but I'm honestly I'm having a fucking blast.
The superorganism is thinking, I should have taken my lactose.
I need a Tums.
I can't wait for things to go horribly wrong.
I mean,
You're saying it as if they haven't already.
More wrong.
There you go.
I do want Carlos to remember, because this is very important, that he has a +1 forward to his roll for magic.
Oh, I know.
Because I think Winifred, you went and slammed her back into the remaining part of the ritual circle for the holding it down.
Okay, we're gonna go with Plan A first. Plan B is going to be immediately afterwards if this goes wrong.
Okay. So go ahead
Oh,
and make
that's
your
ominous.
use magic.
+1 forward. Hmm.
Actually, I think. Wait, I meant to say, because of the contribution of Fred, that would still be going. You would have that +1, so that'd be a 10.
That would be a 10 then.
Hell yeah, Fred.
Fucking
Welcome,
Fred!
everybody.
Okay, so Carlos, knowing what you know, how does the ritual exercise this restless spirit of guilt and family trauma?
I think. Sorry, I got my own ambience
Oh.
clashing here. Hold on 1 second.
Should I play Johnny Remember Me?
Yeah!
Yes.
Would that be fitting for you?
Oh, I'd be fine with that. I do think the song would start just coming out of it like it's a Bluetooth speaker instead of a 8-track. Not that a Bluetooth speaker exists in this point in time in media res, but
There it is. Scrolled right past the song. Okay.
So glad I got my audio to work. I love this. Callie got my audio to work.
Nice. So Carlos.
Good.
yes. So let's see. I'll turn the music up. I think in particular, in this kind of a situation, the ritual that we're doing to send back is that she is here because she wants the guilty to remember that she lived and existed. And I think in the magic she's using it is the congratulations, they're never going to forget this. And kind of in the sense of a whisper and a lullaby of how trauma ends, it just ends. There is no big hooray, no big kavaha. It's just the magic sinks. There's a glowing light in the salt. And as it goes, he's like, "Alrighty, your reason for being here is fulfilled. No one's going to forget you. Have a good trip back to the other side. And if you see Caliban, tell him I say hello, motherfucker.
And as the song rings out, first from your headphones and then almost omnipresent, the the burning light within the exposed eyes of Maria Gomez turn not to Jonathan or to you, Carlos, but to Anna. They're gathered between Manny and Gwen, who are now kind of surrounding her supportively, as Maria says, "My only relief is that I got to see you growing into a beautiful woman, a wonderful person." And Winifred and Olivia, you kind of step back as all anything of a supporting structure to this thing just seems to melt away as the music fades. The body just begins to dissolve. The bones bubbling and sizzling as they quickly dissolve and melt within the acid that then slips and through the cracks, leaving behind the corroded container of the base. And silence falls to the cavern again as everything goes still. Except for the silent weeping of Anna and Gwen. Happy times down here in the Super Goodism tonight.
Fun times with Water 7!
Is the superorganism calming down, or is the rumbling continuing?
Oh yeah, that stopped.
I'm
Sorry, I have a mouthful of rich draft. The rumbling has stopped.
gonna roll. I'm hurting.
So, combat conflict ended. Mystery solved. Except, oh, what was that cool roll for?
Just rolling one of my abilities.
Is there a repercussion for that failure?
Yes, there is.
Okay, yeah. It seems that the acid has melted through your gloves. You take another 2 harm.
Oh fuck! I am dying now, guys. Ladama Chupacabra, with everything comes down, goes to take a step before like wobbling and falling over.
And Hanzo, you see her go down. You rush over to help.
Which means taking my attention off of dear old friend Johnny.
Well, here's the thing about dear old Johnny. Now that the wish has ended, that it has been fulfilled, completed, he's standing there looking at you all with that look of someone judging how the best way to escape or the best explanation to protect himself. But all of a sudden, he lurches forward. Blood spurts from his lips as he goes, what is that?
Oh god.
And he just falls forward onto his hands and knees as suddenly retching up blood and bile. A cluster of snakes emerge and Gwen and Manny scream and shield Anna's eyes. As Jonathan falls down, dead.
Pompous little fucker. multiple snakes? Come on.
I am too harm away from being dead.
So, Hanzo, you go up to stabilize?
Yes. I'm stabilizing the injury, which means no more acid is continuing to eat at you.
Yep.
Yay.
You're definitely going to need some of that.
I think
That lizard juice.
with how much harm I've taken, I think I'm unconscious.
Yeah, you would be, I think.
Just, yeah, the pain would be incredible.
Insane amounts of pain.
So,
which means she can't argue with me when I say the words as I treat her injuries. Stupid girl.
This is why you don't suplex acid kids.
So, the conflict, the encounter has passed. Manfred and Gwen are there holding on to Anna as she's weeping. I believe that's enough of a roll to stabilize Ladama Chupacabra, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So she's not healed of any harm, but she is stable.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that would require another roll, or take.
And I could potentially
healed.
Yeah, I don't want to risk fucking you missing the roll because that would deal more harm to you, and you're already pretty close.
Yeah, and I can't heal other people, just myself.
Yeah, no. He looks to Winifred. Take her.
Yeah, surprisingly easily picks up the.
Oh, so Carlos, you could try healing her with a use magic roll. That's one of the things. But there is always the option, the problem of you could get a glitch in time yourself.
I've got a weird question.
Yes, unconscious?
I'm unconscious, yeah. But I've got one use of this ability that I have not used this arc, the one with the plan. The talisman that I've had that protected people from bloody bones?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that could fall. Like, this is how explaining the one with the plan going off for this mystery is that falls out of my pocket, and maybe that could be like a channel for Carlos.
You're right.
Was the god of healing rain.
Yeah,
it should fall out of your pocket and into the acid.
No, that's not how this ability works.
Oh, fucker. Magic has a price.
Not with this, it doesn't, fucker.
She knew she'd be unconscious.
I know she's been carrying that with her because
I think she plans for that at any given time.
I mean, yeah, she is prepared to get fucked up at any time. But no, specifically, we were going in the superorganism, so the talisman to keep Rollhead Bloody Bones away is very important to keep.
But yeah.
And also, she may or may not be the herald of a death god.
So, go ahead and roll for that, Olivia.
I need to.
Oh.
It's
Oh, you already rolled at that?
Yeah, it's at the beginning of the mystery. I had one hold.
Okay.
Oh, but hey, she lost her little token. Well, let me try something real quick. Worst case comes to worst, she dies.
I'm so glad I'm unconscious.
If she dies, she dies.
Jesus Christ.
Do you have advanced yet?
She would understand.
Do I have advanced? Good question. I think I do. No.
But either way, that's enough to heal one harm from an injury, or cure a disease, or neutralize a poison.
But does that do anything with the amulet?
Actually, yeah, because I'd say especially with that advanced. Yeah, that'd be enough to heal like 3.
I used my mystery ability for this amulet.
Actually, let's do 2. That's 100% better than the base.
Yeah. Bleary eyes.
Because it's the amulet of a god of rain. I'm just imagining just some little rain cloud hose you down.
Yes. God, I mean, the super organism is big enough that like there could absolutely be fucking weather systems inside of it.
Oh, there is the lung forest.
Yeah. Oh God. Immediate regret.
Yeah,
Yes.
I Winifred had already slung you over her shoulders. By the way.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Oh.
To our witness bystanders, it looks like Carlos pulls out smelling salts and just throws them in your face. Just like, there you go.
I didn't expect to be conscious this fast. Why?
Give a second for the agonizing pain to hit. Don't worry.
No,
Yeah.
that's
There
already
it is.
that hasn't gone away. I was dreaming of my skin being played off my bones.
Oh, fun
Okay,
Tuesday.
dear.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, I'm glad you're alive.
You won't be the second time you tried to suplex acid, though.
Well, I succeeded, so that's what matters.
Speaking of, we should probably get out of here.
Yes. Olivia will stand shakily, but will stand. Thank you, Winifred.
How do we get the normies out of here?
How did you guys get in here?
We don't know. We were back at the water park, discussing all this craziness, and then all the lights went dark, and it was like we heard a rushing, like sound like wind or water, and then we were here.
Which means we take them back the same way we came in.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Hanzo's at the end of the walkway, where Jonathan is. He's just gonna pick him up fireman carry style.
As you start to lift him up, you see kind of tucked in his shirt pocket a now familiar knotwork of a snake coiled on a business card.
His fingers slip into the pocket and withdraw the card.
And you flip it over, and I can't remember what the Latinized said. Underneath it, though, it says in English, almost like a stamp has been stamped onto it. It said, "Wish successfully granted."
There's a twinge of disgust on his face as he flicks the card into the acid.
It falls in with a sizzle and quickly dissolves.
Rest in peace. Death card.
Yeah, he's carrying Jonathan's corpse back the way we came.
The rest of the non-group party members kind of look at that. Anna refuses to look, actually. Well, Gwen, takes her by the shoulders and kind of walks with her ahead of you away from that, as
Yeah.
Manny actually does kind of hold back and start walking alongside you as you all start retracing your steps to where the mine carts left you off, or dropped you off. As he looks at you and he goes, "How are we going to explain this?"
You don't. You're going to keep your mouth shut and say only what I tell you.
You know what? Roll to manipulate someone.
Sure thing.
If there were DCs, this wouldn't be a high one, but that's not how this game works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you prove it?
They'll do it, but you only do it only if you do something right now for them to show that you mean it. What's what is fuck Manny? What is Manny's response to that?
He goes, well, we gotta say something. I mean, what about Anna? Can't just leave her alone. She's only 15. Or wait, is she 15 or 16? I think she's 15. Right. Yeah, that's how it would have lined up. Because she was 3, and then 12 years later, and her birthday was recent. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Olivia is planning to like offer her a spare room because this is out of character, obviously.
Yeah.
I offer her the spare room because my sister's not going to be living with me long term.
Right. But
all right, so
and
follow
he
up to
goes,
that then.
He goes, my only concern is keeping Anna safe. I don't want her drawn into this. This is craziness.
Anna is already involved. The situation for now is resolved. From what I heard, you two are willing to adopt her, weren't you? So do that. The killer is apprehended. Jonathan.
They're divorced
died.
now, DZ.
What was that?
They're divorced now. They're no longer a couple.
I got that mixed then.
Oh. The desire would still be there.
They did say they would adopt her, but they're just
it might be.
broken up.
Yeah. And he goes, well, I don't know about adoption, but we can definitely file for guardianship. We're already kind of her godparents in a way.
That's the word I was looking for. Guardianship.
Yeah. Yes. We actually, I think that is part of Jonathan's will. That might be one of the few good things he did in his miserable life was put us as her.
In case he ever kicks it.
Yeah. I think the term is dependence.
Something like that, yeah.
But I guess. Yeah, I mean, he kind of grimaces as he looks at you carrying his, one of his long-term friends. The body, as he just kind of grimaces and goes, she never called him dad, but she would always call me uncle. And
do something about it then.
Kind of nods and kind of falls into silence and kind of takes a, puts some distance. He's obviously uncomfortable being close to the body. What are the rest of you doing on this cheerful walk back home, back to where you think the carts are?
Everyone keep your eyes peeled for that fucking Wishmaster.
Have you guys noticed that the monsters we've been dealing with just keep getting meaner?
Yeah?
Is that just me, or, have they been getting meaner?
Okay, that was a little too intense. I was just looking for ambience.
And now it feels like the music's like there's evil background music.
I was just going for ambience, but then it's like, oh wait, that's intense.
We are in the guts of the superorganism.
I kind of feel like ever since we dealt with Rawhead, we've been getting nastier stuff.
Yurang.
Oh, fuck off. So, it's like, is there some evil dark secret in this town of the giant flesh pit that we're not aware of that's slowly becoming uncovered?
I mean, maybe.
Like, at first I thought we were just kind of dealing with some random shit, but now it's starting to feel like it's kind of built into something.
Well, there's just so the last couple have been because of this Wishmaster fella.
Yeah, he's like our overarching villain of our lives, I suppose, but like, is there a conspiracy we need to unravel?
Is that when he remembers the literal conspiracy that is behind Tommy and, Carnagor?
No, I mean,
Oh yeah, it never got to point out the guilt of Tommy or Winifred.
Tommy will have thrown a grenade in it at that point.
I was waiting!
It was going to look at Winifred and goes, "You who should be the guiltiest of them all, but feels nothing."
I'm sure that's emotionally healthy.
Oh darn it! I forgot the fucking theme that I was going to play during the. Imagine this going while she was fading away.
Oh,
You'll have to use
I
that
do-
next time.
So you're this is while you are walking, then fine.
it's a very good mood for us. In
Yeah,
our
it's from a
walk back.
Giallo. It's like from a '70s Giallo horror movie.
Oh God!
So, but yes, continue, Fred.
No, that was basically it. I feel like we've kind of been dealing like with this is some sort of, well, that's the problem this week scenario, and it's starting to feel like there's actually more to it, and we're kind of letting it, fester without, like, do we need to do some investigation? Is there some sort of ancient dark monstrosity at the heart of our world?
Fred, bud, I need you to touch a wall right now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. Fred's just being crazy, I suppose.
No,
I mean,
no.
Fred, literally touch a wall right now.
I'm not talking about the flesh pit. That's completely natural.
Is
What
it?
about 11?
Yeah. There shouldn't be like Yellowstone is the devil's anus. It's not. It's just a geological formation.
Who calls it that?
And nobody. That's the point. But if the devil's anus was on Earth, it probably would shoot superheated water. Devil seems like he'd like a bidet.
Yeah. Douching it up.
Damn it!
Damn it! Now you got me thinking about demonic enemas.
You got yourself
Demonima.
thinking about that.
Yeah, you did that.
Demonimas.
I will take no responsibility for making you think of whatever the fuck that is.
So, this song is really depressing, but I'll just sometimes go listen to it because it's catchy.
It's good. Olivia, Ludama Chupacabra, for going back, just like watching Anna, seeing how she is doing.
She's kind of silently walking alongside Gunn, who has her arm around her, just trying to be comforting and supportive.
Olivia, Ludama Chupacabra will go up to them.
Anna looks up to you. Not saying anything, but acknowledges you're there.
I know this is a lot. In every way that word can mean. You are not alone, Miss Gomez.
kind of, and Gwen kind of gives her a one-armed side hug, going, "Yeah, you're not going to be alone. We're all here for you." And Anna kind of nods in that shell-shocked way that people who have just gone through a very traumatic event do.
Yeah.
Where
And Olivia.
she's like absorbing, but you think that maybe reacting might be just a little too much for her right now.
Yeah. And you. Gwen, was it?
Yeah. Manny's ex came into town when I heard about Glenn and Reggie. I knew something was up.
Sure, this isn't what you expected.
I mean, you grow up in this town and you hear all kinds of weird stuff, but yeah, you don't really expect it to happen to you when it does.
You. Either of you need any help?
And she starts to nod and like understanding, but then that kind of gives you this look of like,
Wait.
Like,
The Wrestling Foundation. Or well, no, yeah, that's what it is, right?
what's that?
The place I wrestle. What is that called?
Oh yeah, the Wrestling Federation. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Or the
The
Wrestling
Wrestling
League.
Federation.
I think it was like League.
Rumbler's hat.
If you need to get a hold of me, you can do it through there.
Oh right, you probably worked for Reg or with Reg.
I did. Was there the night he died.
She kind of nods.
Reg, he had a good reputation, right?
Yeah, I mean, he was a promoter, so there was that kind of not sleaze, but almost kind of like car salesman vibe to him at sometimes, where he's just like, "Hey, I'm promoting everything. Come on down, see this."
Yeah.
He had commercials on the radio and stuff.
Yeah. He was a good man.
Tank the wrestler had beef with him for.
Yeah.
But then again, who doesn't have Tank have beef with?
We'll fight
He
one day,
especially
Tank.
has beef with the wrestler named Beef.
Yeah.
Beef
We'll
cake.
wrestle one day. We'll wrestle one day, Tank. One day.
But so, is there anything? Oh, actually, and then Anna was just kind of like as if the thought occurs. So she goes, "Oh my God, my girlfriend must be worried sick. I just disappeared on her. She went to the bathroom, and then like everything went dark, and then we were here, and." She's like, I need a car.
How does Gwen react to girlfriend?
Just like, not like shocked, but more like, "Oh, girlfriend, huh? That's news."
Aw, good.
But it's more, again, moods are tempered by the trauma that was just experienced.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, and Hanzo is radiating like he is radiating the best like shut the fuck up energy as possible.
I'm a luchador.
So
He is giving off all the Reisatsu of a fucking hardened criminal as possible.
yeah, carrying a body bleeding onto your Yakuza tattoos.
Yeah, I'm carrying. I have snake tattoos going up and down my arms, and he died because snakes.
Yeah.
He's not going to tolerate any shenaniganry that would precipitate another 20 fucking years of Revenant shit. No pushing off anyone off the fucking ledge again. And then, like, oh, I'm the new ghost. He will fucking kill you. He will kill you in such a way you will be too traumatized to come back as a ghost.
I'm sure he's good
He's
at that.
done with this case.
I'm sure he's good at killing people that traumatically.
And so,
I guess you have to ask him.
Hanzo,
Mm-hmm.
throughout this mystery with this lingering stain of guilt pressing its filthy little fingers and smearing it, across everyone's psyche, you in particular have been haunted by a figure outside the corner of your vision multiple times before. A figure in the mirror as after you've shaved, or as if someone was walking beside you. And once again, this time you see as you trail the group, probably behind, right? Unless like Winifred is trailing, but
He's I assume like he's strong enough that he's pulling it off, but obviously carrying a body, you're going to be a little slower than anyone else.
yeah, I think either Tommy or
You're not
Winifred are there nearby waiting to help.
You're not Winifred.
Yeah.
But,
No, he is not Winifred, and that is a major difference.
And
Or Tommy, but like Tommy is
so
a tiny brick shit house.
yeah, he's
That's
he's
an
dense.
awful.
I don't mean that in
Yes.
like intelligence, but I mean like physically and mechanically he is dense.
Dense.
Like I think some of you have noticed that when he gets into one of your cars, the suspension groans a bit more than it should. Because, all that mass of being a werethylacine, it doesn't go away.
I'm sure at some point someone made like a mean-spirited joke. It's like, oh, do we need the booster seat for you, kiddo? It's like, my ass is too powerful. Break.
My ass is too fat. My cheeks be clapping.
I know this is a joke from South Park, but this line has lived in my head and it rises up where it's just one of them going, how do I defeat an ass less powerful? But the
Something in the corner of my eye again.
yes, and it's almost as if no one else sees it. They just walk right past as you see a man beaten, bloodied, watching you, dressed in a simple shop owners with a Japanese logo across the apron on the front. No one else sees him, and when you blink, and that crevice is empty.
Mm-hmm. Is it a case of every time it's popped up, it lingers a little longer? Because this is the first time he's gotten a good look at it.
It seems to be. Or maybe it's the lingering effect of whatever this wish was. Who knows? Maybe it's your mind playing tricks on you.
Mm-hmm.
But other
He
than
tries
that,
to not
Oh.
let it. He tries to not let it show that he saw something.
But there are.
And even if
there-
somebody clocks that, he's just going to construe it as, we're in the superorganism right now. That anything could be in the shadows.
There is he probably feels a pair of eyes on him.
you look up and see Ladama Chupacabra's kind of glancing back at you. Because you were walking up ahead with the Anna and
Yeah.
Glenn.
She doesn't say anything, but like.
Oh, so here's something interesting. I don't know if Fred would have caught on. Probably not. But when it looks
No,
to
probably not.
Ladama, when the entity looked to Ladama Chupacabra, bringing up guilt, it brought up Percival, the vulture guy that. Oh wait, no, Ladama Chupacabra is there, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that that would track. Never mind.
It was amusing to me in my head, like,
Incongruency that not actually there. It
A
actually
clue
lines up.
that could push Fred closer to the truth does not actually happen.
Yep. Okay. So ignore that then. Timeline remains. So, Carlos, how you feeling with all that, knowing what you knew?
Well, I didn't have to shoot him in the head, so that's still a win.
Is it though?
I legitimately almost asked you if I asked Fred, like, Fred, I believe this is what you call a trolley problem, and I'm about to solve it, and then shot him.
What the hell's a trolley problem?
Says that, and then the gunshot.
Rawhead is, perched on his shoulder. Well, you see, there's 5 people on one track and 5 children on the other.
God.
That wording implies that.
Okay, so we get them off the track.
They're
So-
too far away, Fred.
I suplexed
Yeah.
the train.
Just
Suplex
stop
the
the trolley. It's a fucking
Suplex.
trolley. You could stick a stick in there.
Trouble with the trolley.
Suplex the trolley.
So,
Mhm.
speaking of trolleys,
Trolley.
you do hear like a little chime of a bell, and around the corner, not far from where you were dropped off, you see emerging from the wall a and a a tunnel entrance with a minecart track extending out, and from the darkness inside it, you hear the clatter of tracks, wheels on tracks, as out come the minecarts with an additional amount, perfect for carrying your new, the new people, as well as a cart possibly for the body.
Hanzo
And-
will share a cart with the corpse. He's not letting that out of his sight.
That's fair.
I'll sit in the same
Uh,
trolley as you.
Yeah. So, load up, Anna, Maddie, and Gwen all kind of share a cart. And you'll silently load up. And as you start riding back, it might be kind of like that meme of the Donkey Kong show where they're all just riding the minecarts looking 1,000-yard stare, traumatized. Driving back from the club, but after one of you almost died, kind of look.
Yeah.
Yeah, that that expression.
The-
But Carlos,
Hi.
you're in the minecart as it starts to descend back into the darkness, and you do one little glance back, and once again, almost shaped out of the wall itself, you see an eyelid pull back as much too large, much too human eye opens and watches you all descend as the minecart trundles into the darkness.
Carlos waves at it, and they're like, "Oh, hi."
It blinks
just
at
go-
you. But then you're swallowed up in the darkness, and a few minutes, or feels like a very long few minutes later, the minecart, the bells ding, and the little doorway opens at the front, and you emerge out into the park, the end, where the exit portion of the minecart ride is outside the ride. As you hear the little Carlos recorded voice go, "Please take your belongings from the ride, and enjoy." Whatever Carlos's little pre-recorded voice line would be for that.
Dilophosaurus turns out to be venomous, spitting its venom at its prey, making it a beautiful but deadly addition to my diner.
Now I'm just imagining a fucking Dilophosaurus behind the fucking diner counter.
TT kept saying this in the zoo.
The next person who tries to rob the diner's in for a very rude awakening.
Hugo deploys his frills.
Take one penny.
Yeah, the door busts open. Hugo is, underslung, holding it like a fucking shotgun.
Oh, obviously that's what we do for carnivore.
So,
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
wait,
the
you do
diner's
have a venomous-
Dilophosaurus.
You have a venom spinning lizard in your fucking diner.
yeah. Oh, and actually, you hear a skittering of nail on concrete as you turn around and see Carnivore skitter up, looking, it's like mission accomplished. Oh,
The
and then she like
Copper will
sees
do
the
a push
people.
motion.
She sees the people. You do the shoe motion, and she's like, "Whoop," and does the like ferret thing where she runs backwards while bunched up. Scurries backwards into the ride.
Curious little bugger, isn't he? I haven't had the heart to kick him out yet.
They didn't notice it. like wait, huh? What? And like think you're like talking about some like stray cat or something.
I just missed him. I got a cat living in the ride.
They give like nods, like, oh, okay.
Now,
And
I'm going to highly encourage you three to come hang out in the back of the shop. I got a couple of phone calls I gotta go make. Hanzo, I would also appreciate it if you came to the back of the ride, because I have a shirt you can borrow.
And Maddie kind of glances back over to the other passenger next to Hanzo and Winifred. What should we need to discuss that?
We will. And we'll get our story straight.
Okay. And each of them flanking Anna, they start
As
going
soon as
through.
eyes aren't on her, La Dama Chupacabra disappear.
Okay.
Winifred watches you go the entire way.
Yeah, I know. You can see it's fine. She knows she can't.
You probably want to go to the preserve not only because your sister's there, but because you've lost layers of your hand.
I'm fucked up.
Actually, yeah, I don't know if you narratively if you would be safe to drive.
That's a good point.
Let's
That's
say
a good
no.
Point. No. I said I disappeared. I'm just for everyone who's
Yeah, you go to do your Spider-Man costume change.
Yeah. And fucking wrap up my hands with antibiotic and gauze.
Yeah, I'd say you probably have gauze in your truck's like med kit or first aid kit. So yeah.
And the preserve is my infirmary, so.
Yep. So what are the rest of you doing as Ladama Chupacabra disappears into the night like a bat? Like a bat out of hell.
Fucking Camazons. I get my ass kicked for you, and I don't even know if you exist.
Well,
Winifred knows a Chupacabra named Zotz, named after Camazotz. It's trained.
Oh.
Using trained Chupacabras only works with the superorganism because they starve anywhere else.
Yeah.
That's why there's such a problem when they get out.
See, since we brought up the Dilophosaurus, I can only imagine a recreation of that scene, but instead of the Dilophosaurus, is a Chupacabra.
Oh,
yeah. Something that seems cute at first until it gets mad.
And I wouldn't be surprised. I'll probably say that there probably are some Chupacabras who have learned to regurgitate and spit up blood that they've slurped down.
Yeah, bats are social creatures.
Baby!
Oh yeah, vampire bats, they will regurgitate blood to share for those who can't get a meal. So it makes sense that some of them would be able to Dilophosaurus spit it,
It's so sweet. It's
or like those
super gross, but it's
spine
so
lizards
sweet.
who can shoot blood from their eyes.
You see, there was a fucking vampire or a employee in the super organism who was going to die of hunger until it was saved by a chupacabra.
Okay, so Winifred would know. Vampire workers there are told, do not drink the superorganism blood. There is stuff in there.
It'll fuck you up.
Like not only just like enzymes and chemicals and all kinds of hormones, but there are things that swim around in the blood that probably don't want to swim around in your stomach.
Yeah, just don't do it.
And,
They have like PowerPoints that they show us every year for training.
It's like, keep in mind, everyone, as a vampire, you are of the undead, which means your immune systems don't really work anymore. Do you want parasites? This is how you get parasites.
So, the rest of you, you all go inside, or what are you doing?
Well, I'm hanging around to see exactly what we're doing with Mr. Dead. But other than that, I'm just kind of waiting, I guess, for basically to see how if everybody make sure everybody gets home, especially make
Really?
sure when like Olivia gets to the preserve and
Yeah, she's sitting in her truck waiting for one of you to come out of the diner.
I'd say it's like a bit after midnight by this point. Because you were down there for a while and you left after dark.
so,
You left at like sunset after Winifred woke up.
so I'm gonna
Olivia's just sitting in there with her everything wrapped up in pain, just like waiting for somebody to leave so she can ask them to give her a ride.
yeah, so I'm
Is
basically
the
gonna
Luchador okay?
no, she's not.
Oh, geez, someone should take care of her.
I'm gonna give her a ride somewhere after I ask Carlos what exactly he wants the rest of us to do.
Probably wise.
So, Carlos,
Yes.
you probably took them and got them set up. You had Hugo get them and Sierra, the night waitress, get them some like coffee or soda or whatever they hot chocolate.
Yes, I got them some stuff, but I put them specifically in the back of either the diner or the ride.
Okay.
Because I'm going to go to the phone, and I dial Moss, and I go, "Hi. I have a Type 2 paranormal activity event, magic sighting, 1 body down."
And you hear the the sound of like a typewriter clacking on the other end, and goes, "Just a moment, please. Forwarding." And the voice sounds almost like music box like, not normal. But you
Answering machine.
something like that. Mechanical operator, maybe. But you hear the line click and goes, Mr. Kimball, is this report I assume to deal with our serpent's foe? You hear the
One
the
of his
voice of Mrs. Skirin.
one of his gifts, wish fulfilled bullshit things, involve bringing somebody back from the dead, which is a really big no-no. We dealt with that, but I've got 3 normies who've seen some magic, and I got a dead body.
That sort of thing's hard to explain to the police.
and I can't tell them, hi, we got teleported into the gigantic organism beneath our feet and dealt with a dead spirit's vengeance, and then the price of the curse of this, the curse, the price of the luck magic. You know how it goes.
Yes.
Dude, by the way, for the record, I want this on the record. Dude's a fucking hack. 6 snakes crawled out of the dude's throat. That's way too many damn snakes. You could have done it with 2 and still been scary. For fuck's sake. This guy's got no
Perhaps
taste.
it seems, though, that the amount of snakes, as it were, or whatever these manifestations are, might be inverse to how much wish was granted.
Yep, hey, that's why I figured I'd report to you.
We did get our instruments did indicate shift, so I assume that was your responsibility. I must
The
say,
spirit
Mr.
that's been exercised, yes.
Good. That is good to hear. I expect your written report eventually. I'll let you rest, it seems. It sounds like you had quite the night. But I must say, Mr. Campbell, it seems you're being tangled up quite a bit in this person's coils. We shall use
Yeah.
that to our advantage. Good work. Unfortunately,
Okay.
there's nothing we can do about the normies, as you put it. It's not like we can go in and wipe their minds. That would be highly unethical. But the dead body might be able to assist with that.
Yeah, that's the more part I was worried about than anything else. The 2 adults and 1 teenager that are currently still alive from the whole situation seem to be out on a very... We're not going to talk about stuff because of the trauma, because even if we did, who would believe them?
Indeed. Well, keep me informed. The body, though, you say they're the one who made the wish in the first
Yep.
place, yes?
Yes, I was actually seconds away from doing more manual kinds of resolving problems like that when we were able to get the banishment to work. So,
Practical. Or should we go a practical solution to such an event? But let's see. We could take the body off your hands. It will have to go unexplained to the police, which will bring its own can of worms. But it would allow us to take a closer look at this. But that is, of course, if there is no immediate family that will take the body. We have to respect that, of course, if any of these survivors.
of the 2 survivors, 2 were close friends. 1 was the adopted daughter of the victim.
It would be up to her then. Although I will say it would be not be too big of a loss. We have our ways of getting into the police station if the body is turned in.
Ominous. Okay. I will
I mean,
go
hey,
ask.
they've already shown more ethics than we should expect.
Of course, we're wizards.
The whole comment about it would be unethical to go wipe minds was a fucking direct dig at Harry Potter wizards.
Good.
What's good?
Yes.
Oh,
I will leave it up to the daughter. If I need to, you'll get a call back here in just a minute.
Of course. Keep up the good work, Mr. Campbell.
Can do, buckaroo.
Do not call me that. Click. So, Sierra has brought them like coffee or hot chocolate, something out to them by the time you are off the phone.
Okay.
And they're just kind of sitting there, and you're like, this is like the area where you have like your poker game and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
this
like
is
the
where
little
the
den area.
poker game. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, they're just kind of sitting there quietly talking. Saying that.
I pull up, grab a chair. It's like, okay, so we got two options here. We can call the police and go through all of those kinds of things, but then we need to get a story straight because the police are going to ask a whole lot of questions. Because there's a dead guy.
Yeah.
Or, I've got some guys. They're above the board kind of a thing. The body vanishes. It's a missing persons case. Because last we know, if I remember talking with Hanzo before we got brought down in there, your dude bounced at the sight of some of the victims. Then he can just vanish, and we can also study a little more on how this whole situation started, and get some more research so that the threat that caused this to begin with could end. Not saying that won't happen if we go to the police, but it's ultimately up to you. And he points to the teenager on what you want to do.
And I kind of like, and she kind of said, she's like, I need a moment to think.
Oh no, it's no rush. But
yeah, Glenn, who's sitting on like the couch next to her, like kind of pats her on the shoulder, like, it's okay, just sports you whatever you want to do.
You there, teenager, what should we do with your adopted your not perfect adoptive father corpse?
If it makes you feel any better, the people who would take the body would not go and do like horrendous stuff to it. We have very respectful and good policies. And
Danny kind of gives you a look like, why are you saying this?
Yeah,
I didn't assume they would until you said that.
Well, I'm a wizard and people assume things.
Well, if I go, hey, I know some guys that can get rid of a body. Yeah, that's already sketch. We're already we're hiding a corpse. It can't get much worse.
Anna starts to tear up a little bit.
Listen, they've got a very tasteful wood chipper. Does a real good job. Make sure all the pieces are even.
Yeah, he'll be ground up into
a farm.
Yeah, he'll be ground up into a fine pink pounder.
You know what they did to Boo's door at the end of Monsters, Inc.? We're gonna do that to your dad.
We're gonna give him the full Fargo.
And then, later, when we feel bad about it, we're gonna reassemble your dad just like Boo's door.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we might need your help to assemble the pieces properly, you know? You've gotten the best look at them.
So the person being minced and then reassembled, that's literally what that one Sith guy from Knights of the Old Republic 2 was.
Yeah, Dark Scion.
Yeah.
We're gonna Dark Scion your dad. Sorry, kid.
God. I was telling my brother about him recently. It's like, oh yeah, you can defeat him through dialogue where he's just like, he gives up his hatred and he just falls to pieces.
Yeah.
It's like BioWare love to do that. You convince Saren to shoot himself, but then his cybernetics possess his body.
Everyone's chasing that high of killing the master by talking to him in Fallout 1.
Yeah. So, Anna is going to think about it. Talking it out with Manny and Gwen, who, not going to say they're going to get back together, but they are both saying that they will do what they have to make sure Anna's supported no matter what happens. And, she's just going to take a little bit to think. What were you going to say?
Shit, bet.
So,
they do not seem good for each other.
The so the rest of you, Hanzo, you have gotten washed the blood off of you and gotten a new long sleeve shirt.
Yeah, he's there with the conversation going on.
Okay.
He's at some point he's going to point out that, this is a supernatural problem, so let the supernatural investigators handle it.
Yeah. So, Fred, what you up to? Your kids are back home, just kind of hanging out. You'd think. Last time you.
Well,
checked
if
on
we're
them.
done with me, I'm gonna go home. I think we should, maybe think of hitting the library and reading up more about the history of just everything.
Which you do have, you do know some places to go. There's the deep archive at the library. Underneath the library, Sue seems to have her own records, that kind of thing. Also, you have the Falcon Lake Witness. They're a potential source to tap for knowledge. They're tapped into all kinds of things. Speaking of, such as the flesh computer taken from Dr. Apostu, the creator of the Tapeworm of Hearts, or the Ravenous Heart.
I don't know which I hate more.
Tapeworm of Hearts.
Yeah, that or I don't know which one's worse.
The whole thing about the Tapeworm of Hearts was years ago. Someone made a creepypasta monster generator, like a randomizer, and that was one of the things that popped out. I was like, wait, this is a really good, because it just gave me that visual of all the hearts strung together, like what you eventually fought, and it's then like years later I was finally able to use it in something. But, yeah. So, Fred, you're heading home.
Yep, unless you guys need me for something else.
Nope, you're good to go, bud.
If you don't need me
Okay.
for anything else, I'm going to take the luchador to get fixed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm also going
Wow, I
to
can't
go.
believe they're gonna.
No,
I
No,
was waiting for
That
it.
joke,
no.
that joke, abort.
Yeah.
Just like baby Jesus.
We don't want any small luchadors running around.
Yeah.
So would
Small
those be
vampire
like
luchadors.
Luchadoritos?
Luchadoritos.
God.
Edible.
Awful.
I'm surprised Doritos haven't made a flavor Lucha Doritos.
Luchadoritos.
Maybe it's a Spanish language exclusive thing,
Yeah. God, I love the thing where it's like Spanish and Portuguese. Presumpto has either means ham or presumably. So in like Brazil, the ham flavored chips say ham presumpto. So it's literally like ham presumably.
Dubious meat.
Dubious meat.
And apparently it's a very popular flavor there.
Dubious meat.
So
Meats of dubious quality, but taste delicious.
everyone's splitting up then, it sounds like.
Yep.
Okay. So, Fred, you start to head home. Fred,
Fucking
you're gonna
spoke
go.
him trying to judge me on my child rearing abilities. How the fuck does that get off?
Fred says, then proceeds to drink and drive,
No, he wouldn't
smoking
do that.
cigarettes.
Fred's
Fred
too
is a
pure.
perfectly safe driver, just like me.
And so, Tommy, you're heading back to your place.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. We'll get to Winifred and Olivia, drive them to the preserve in a second. Carlos.
Yes.
As everyone's starting to go, she goes, I think I'm gonna. He wasn't a good father, but he still tried. I I want to call the police. I want to, at least let him be buried or cremated. I think he said. I don't remember, but
Okay,
so
boss.
yeah. Just to speed things along, Hanzo, hearing that, you'd be able to contact Detective Bentley.
Yeah, as soon as he gets a story to, he gets sets, they
What
lay
what
down a
kind?
story.
Yeah. So since most of you have departed, Hanzo and Carlos, what kind of story do you think you would come up with for this?
I think obviously the best thing to do is to come up with the simplest idea. The killer was going to get these two next and kidnap them and was going to torture and kill them, but Hanzo found them, rescued them, and the creature in question was dealt with. Because it was already established that this thing could not have been human.
Okay. So, you call up Bentley. Does that sound agreeable to you, Carlos?
Oh, that sounds perfectly fine to me. Um, and we can even use the. So I've recently renovated them from being wet docks to dry docks, so it could be like it came up through an old grate I didn't get sealed properly,
Mm-hmm.
or it came through the sewer.
Yeah. Like some sort of creature from the superorganism, for whatever reason, was targeting these people.
Okay. So, just because it's fun, and I've had you do this a few times, uh, which one of you wants to do manipulate someone for the good old detective?
What's your charm? Or
0.
Well, I might as well use my sharp.
Yeah, because you have that yeah,
A 10.
nice. You have the professional ability.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Detective Bentley, you spin this yarn. He kind of nods along, going, well, it's going to be hard to tie this to a superorganism thing, but yeah, we can. It's kind of size goes. Making sure the the normies, as Carlos put them, aren't nearby to hear this. As he kind of confides with Hanzo, and Carlos goes, this case will probably just be swept away. They'll just be glad that there's no more deaths happening before this fucking reopening. But we'll take care of this. Make sure he gets autopsied and taken care of.
I'd forgotten about that. Their eagerness to try to they're not going to ask as many questions because they're eager to just drop the case.
Yeah, and
get this fixed.
They may even rule the others. You may even tell me to rule the others as unsolved, or mark it as unsolved, and have him just ruled as a medical accident or some bullshit. But well, thank you for tying up this loose end, I suppose, and kind of looks past you all to where the trio are, and he goes, just call me again if anything else happens. If you need my assistance, anything I can do for them.
Mm-hmm.
Kid like that. My daughter's not as old as her, and I would hate to imagine her going through some mess like this. But, oh, as he goes, thank you, you too. And he called, ambulance comes over, picks up the body, the parts, and yeah, we can move on from you two. Well, Hanzo, what were you gonna do after this? If Carlos had anything you wanted to do, ask some questions of you, or we could move on.
I think Carlos would genuinely would have like looked at him when they got first revealed, and have not asked a question since.
He's not in a rush to explain himself.
We respect that. We let the friend talk about the tattoo trauma later.
Yeah, you've got your own backstory full of tragedy and such.
And a lot of fires.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's another thing she could have said. Your guilt trails across this country like the fires you've left in your footsteps. Damn it! I come up with these after it happens. After it's already happened.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yep.
Nature of improv.
Yep. So, Fred, you're heading home.
Yep.
And as you get into the classic, that's what you drive, right? The classic.
Yep.
You get in, buckle
Named
up.
after
What's that?
Sam Raimi's horrible car.
I think butcher to put in that Western movie.
Mm-hmm. That he put into every single movie he's made, despite it always having been a piece of shit.
Yeah, like it made sense though that Ben Parker would be driving a piece of shit car like that in New York.
Mm-hmm.
It really sold it.
It's just it's the thing I remember from Bruce Campbell's autobiography, talking about his frustration with Sam Raimi's fucked up loyalty to that car.
It even ends up possessed in the Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Yeah, it ends up possessing and it tries to kill Bruce Campbell, which I feel is
it's really funny. That's
a metaphor for something. They make that car fucking demented. Like it does a little fucking dance somehow when it's about to kill somebody.
Yeah, like it's gleeful when it like gets to be able to kill people.
Like they figured out how to make a car, have a Deadite's personality.
Yeah. God, now I need to go rewatch that series.
I can't help but be reminded of Project Satan Futurama.
Oh God, yeah.
I wonder if the clip of that is on fucking YouTube. If it is, I'm going to show you all before we log off for the night.
So, but Fred, you get in the car, you buckle up, being all safe. Fred's a great driver. You adjust the mirror, and there is someone sitting in the back seat. A man, looks maybe Japanese, face beaten and bloodied, one eye swollen that he can't see out of, his lips cracked. And he's looking at you, and he says in
wow, what the fuck?
He says, "Don't trust him." And you flail and turn around, and your car is empty except for you.
That's why you lock your doors.
Olivia and what a friend. What are you talking about while you drive?
Olivia says very little because she's like death.
I'm just gonna say, Winifred, you go open up the car, the truck or whichever vehicle that I think it's Olivia's truck, right?
Yeah.
And Olivia's just there on the passenger seat, bandaged up, looking miserable, and it's like, oh, what'd you get up to?
Yeah, she's just, that kind of unconscious where you're in too much pain to be fully unconscious, but not enough pain to be knocked unconscious.
Yeah.
She's just sitting there and just fucking miserable.
So not much chatting going on.
Not really.
Yeah, Winifred doesn't really do small talk, so she's gonna open the door, look at you, get in, and go, "Alright, I'm gonna get you there. I'm not explaining a goddamn thing."
So, yeah, you get to the preserve, and they take a look at you, and they're like, "Oh, wait a minute, how did this happen?" And they rush you to the infirmary.
Some fucked up thing came out of the superorganism. as it does.
And they're like,
I,
oh,
it,
jeez,
it,
yeah, these are some nasty birds.
tried to melt my hands off. I think it succeeded.
Oh, and you got some, like, looks like they got splattered on your sides of your head there, too. We'll take care of that, too. You know, when it
God.
grabbed your skull.
Yeah.
God, I could. Me being a shitty friend, I would be such a shitty friend in this moment. It's like, well, it's a shame that you're so banged up because without any fingerprints, it would pull off the perfect crime now.
God! Oh my
Actually,
God!
no, they might make that, the person helping out might make that joke as just like trying to lighten the mood. It's like, well, you don't have to worry about fingerprints right now for a little bit.
That would get a grin from Olivia.
Yeah, you're gonna have to regrow them, but they are giving you like the regrow gel that they used on Fred and you before.
And me. We were the ones who were really fucked up when that happened last time.
Yep.
So, before Winifred like got in your truck, she did put her motorcycle in the back of it. So
Okay.
if anybody comes and like looks for an explanation for what happened, Winifred's just one-handed picking up her motorcycle and setting it down, and she's like, I don't know, she just asked me to drive her here, and then she's gonna take off on her motorcycle.
Yeah. Well, that would be, that's one of them.
Oh my God! This time of night, Itzel's probably here too.
Yeah, that's what I was actually about to get to. You start to you say that to one of the normal workers there who are like, okay, but Itzel also is kind of there, kind of like manifests in that way that vampires sort of do, where they just kind of show up. But she's like, rough night there with that thing that Olivia's sister was talking about.
A little, yeah. It should be taken care of, but
How'd that happen though so quickly? She was just here.
You know how she gets into things. It's like it looks for her and she looks for it at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Oh. I guess I'll just wait to chastise her until after she's regrown her skin.
Yeah, maybe tell her not to grab things that are acidic. That'd be a good start.
That's one of the things they first teach you when working with engines. Battery acid is no joke. So yeah, I'll make sure I drill it in. And, thanks for keeping her and the rest of them alive. I'm sure you did the lion's share again.
Actually, wasn't me this time.
Flashback to Tommy just batting away two slimes like a fucking...
Yeah. Fucking baseball batting slime.
Star runner.
So, she nods and goes, well, I'll keep an eye on her and the sister. She's finally fell asleep, so you go ahead.
You can also reassure the sister that her friend is fine.
Okay, good.
Fine being the operational word.
Yeah, she's not really going to be anything more than fine for a bit. I'm pretty sure she's going to need her friend.
Yeah. Tell Olivia to make sure they can meet up tomorrow. But she, yeah. Itzel knows that you don't want to be here any longer than you have to, so she'll let you go.
Yeah,
but she will say, once again, it's like, nice bike.
Yeah, I think it's a nice bike.
Because, she is specifically a motorcycle mechanic.
Yep.
So,
as she's like walking away, she's gonna hear Winifred chuckle to herself. She doesn't seem to notice that Itzel is still there. She's gonna go, huh? Didn't even try to make me feel guilty about anything. Probably knew it was a lost cause.
There is a chuckle from Itzel as she walks, like walking back into the building. She also has the vampire hearing. So, Olivia,
Yep.
you are a little more coherent now. They've given you the good painkillers, and your nerves are regrowing, your skin's regrowing. Um, you'll have some new scars, of course, but they're not as bad as they would have been if you had to heal naturally from that, which would have
Yeah.
taken you like weeks.
And months, essentially.
Yeah, because you burned away a good chunk of your palms.
Yeah, that was bad.
Hmm. Yeah, literally, if you did not have access to the super science medical bullshit that you have, you would be, people would be rightfully concerned. Actually, they probably are rightfully concerned now.
Yes.
But,
Hey,
it's all,
you know, if I didn't have this class ability, this healing would come much harder.
yeah. Yeah, it's all, walks in as the tech who is like patching you up is like, okay, leave the bandages on for the night. You should be good to remove them in the morning. Just actually, come back in and we'll check you in the morning and just make sure everything's good to go.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, and gotta make
I
sure you.
know. Don't do it again.
Oh, I was gonna say, we're gonna make sure you don't feel everything growing back. I've been told not to chastise you because it won't do anything. I'll give you like a clap on the shoulder and a grin, and they walk off.
Wow.
But Itzel's there.
But not inaccurate.
Is my reputation that bad? Or good?
Kinda, yeah.
Hey,
Not bad. It's you should hear some of the other folks around here. They kind of like idolize isn't the right term. They look up to you though.
Good.
So why'd you
Not
come?
like I'm.
How'd you get
I-
burned so soon, so fast? You were just here like an hour ago.
God. Well,
Olivia, an hour ago you were in the superorganism.
wait, what?
This might be the painkillers talking, but what?
Yeah. Thank you. This might be the painkillers talking, but what?
Yeah, you, like, hour ago you showed up real quick, checked in on us, and grabbed some stuff and left. You,
No, I didn't. I was
like, completely different outfit, too.
I was in the superorganism an hour ago.
No, you were here. Like, pretty sure we could pull you up on those cameras.
Look at my body.
No, that's why I'm saying I don't know how you got burned so fast when you were just here, unless that wasn't you.
I'm telling you, I wasn't. Shapeshifter. She goes, she goes to like move, but then like, oh no, too much.
She like puts her hands on your shoulder to make sure you like sit down and like no, and she goes, I don't know what to tell you, Olivia. It looked like you, it talked like you, they smelled like you.
The shapeshifter. The shapeshifter.
She kind of frowns at that.
You remember Carnivore?
We've met briefly. I think.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I'm sure Olivia has at least told her about. Yeah.
She goes, yeah, okay, so yeah, we would assume you at least told her.
Yeah. Because she's in the know of the weird shit. So Olivia can actually talk to her girlfriend about the weird shit. That's the trope she doesn't have to deal with. There's well, you know how she can do the like fucking rapid body changes?
Yeah, like a werebeast.
Yeah, it's like kind of. there's a shapeshifter who can do the same, but like on a person to person level.
Oh, lovely.
Fucker took my identity. What did he take? She, they, whatever.
Just like equipment, like the kind of stuff that I would expect you to show up and grab yourself, like some medical equipment, um, like a net, uh, just
Did he take? Did he
gear.
take my? Did he take my silver nitrate bullet?
Maybe, like you'd have to go check yourself, but um, you said you were in a hurry that you couldn't stop and talk long. I just figured that you were doing whatever you're doing.
Because you or someone would have picked up that it wasn't me. Because they wouldn't have talked like me.
Oh, that's what I mean. It talked like you. It didn't talk to you long, but like, I thought it was
like,
you for sure.
It's easier to pretend to be somebody the less time you have to do it.
It still looks like she's not completely buying that because she knows you pretty well.
Yeah.
Not to get too intimate, but she's just like,
yeah, it's
she has this. She's like, I swear it was you, and now I am checked up on your sister.
What? What?
Your sister's in the safe room. She's asleep. She finally fell asleep, but you know, stopped in and like when I asked her what you said, your sister said that you or it, your copy, whatever, said that it was just checking up and that she was just checking up on her, making sure she was safe.
Is there anything else weird that it said?
No, that's what I mean. I thought it was you, Olivia. That's
I don't doubt you. I'm just
and she's saying that's basically it. Like, showed up, came in, going, I need to grab equipment, can't talk long, they're waiting for me. Grabbed it, goes, checked in with according to Itzel, she's like giving you the play-by-play.
Yeah, Olivia carefully reaches into her pocket and pulls out the mask. I was
wondering why it wasn't your car, but I didn't ask. I figured you probably borrowed like one from Carlos or something.
What car was it?
Just some like. And she just lists off like a random model because she would know that stuff, unlike me.
Yeah.
And it's just like an older, not like super old, but like an '80s model of a car where it's just like one that would be probably driving around town.
Olivia holds up the mask. I was doing this at the time.
You don't think your mask spawns a copy of yourself when you put it on, do you? That would be ridiculous. Don't listen to me.
Oh God, does my mask spawn a copy of me when I put it on?
That's like the thing that all those stories where, oh, I have to go to school and maintain a normal life while also being a superhero. That's the stuff they dream about.
Yeah, you've got Venom.
No, because it's not Venom, because it was happening the same time I was doing something. I was in two places at once.
Well, you weren't currently using that body. You were La Dama Chupacabra, as you like to insist.
So,
I'm so confused.
we're getting near the end, and there's some other things we need to touch on before. So, Olivia.
Yeah.
Did you want to go talk to your sister real quick? Check in on her. So
Make sure your shapeshifter didn't kill her.
Yeah, go in and
God.
your sister. You go in and shake her, and a few times, not moving, and then she's like, yeah. What are you? Olivia, I'm awake. Oof.
It's me.
Does that thing where it's like someone's shaking you too violently, they start flailing.
Sorry, my hands are kind of numb right now.
Oh,
no, they're not
what did
numb.
you do? You were just here.
Say?
What?
What did I say to you?
Olivia, why are you being weird? You were just here.
Sis, your girlfriend first. Your girlfriend is okay. Anna's okay.
Okay, where's
Second,
she?
your
Anna.
girlfriend disappeared from a room that nobody could have gotten into. Weird shit's happening.
Yeah. I only now was able to fall asleep.
What did I say?
You came in, said that you were glad to see me, that you were glad I was okay, and that you had to go. That you had to go, and Olivia, what happened to your hands?
I'll explain it to you later. No, some fuck.
What?
I got hurt saving Anna.
I'm sorry.
No, no. This is what I do. This is my job.
So, but
That's what happened. But I was doing that while I was talking during the time that I would have been here, and that's freaking me out.
yeah, and Itzel kind of chimes in where, because she's like standing by the door. He goes, "Yeah, we think that might have been like a duplicate or something, kid." And Nicole looks like incredulous. She's like, "What do you mean, like a clone?"
Don't know. Shapeshifter. You fucking. I'm at a loss currently.
I don't know. It's creepier, a shapeshifter or a clone. Okay.
Oh my god! It's a. Hey, they got my blood. Fuck. That's not in character. That's me.
You've been bleeding all over town. You got to be more specific, Nora.
The mosquito that bit me and drank my blood.
Oh yeah, one of them did do that. But,
Yeah, that was not something Olivia did.
yeah.
She is
So-
much more chill than I am.
So I'm just gonna kind of cut the scene a little bit short.
I'm gonna, yeah, that's fair. But I'm going to get on the radio.
Okay.
Hey, who's near the radio? Who can hear me?
Probably, Hanzo. Winifred's probably driving. Can't really hear on the motorcycle.
Is it
Fred's-
wait? Do
Fred
we
might-
have a?
I got you all radios.
If you're on the radio, I have been on the radio for a while, going, "Oh, there's a ghost!
Yeah,
There's a ghost in my car!"
So, Carlos, I assume you've been out there dealing with that, going, like, seeing if there is a ghost. You can't detect one, but that doesn't mean there might not have been one, but...
There was a ghost in my car!
Hey,
So
hey,
that's been your situation the last 15 minutes, Carlos.
Fred? Fred? Please, I understand you're going through a crisis, but I am also. I need.
Oh God, the ghost got to you!
No, maybe no. There's two of me.
Oh. Oh, that's. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh God, we gotta fill you in so much. So much happened. The luchador got fucking dissolved by acid.
There is a not well hidden groan of pain. Okay.
You know what's
well,
really
I
gonna be
need-
funny?
Nicole goes,
Fred's gonna think the one that isn't healing from acid burns is the one that's real. Because
And
Olivia wasn't in
Nicole's-
the flesh pit tonight.
yeah,
Hey,
and
hey,
Nicole is
hey.
like, wait, a luchador got attacked too?
Olivia just like the
Another luchador?
Yeah, I think Winifred was gonna drive them to the hospital, and they just fucking disappeared.
No,
Oh god, the
Olivia,
ghost might have
Winifred,
gotten them. There might be an
no,
acid
no,
ghost loot the door.
no,
Okay.
Winifred left. Winifred did what she said she was going to do, as far as you know.
Okay. As far as I can tell, there's no ghost in the car anymore.
Then what
I'm
the
not
fuck was that? There was a guy in my car.
He's not there anymore. I'm not saying
Well,
he
how the fuck
wasn't
did he
there.
disappear without even opening the door?
Hanzo, are you still there too?
No, he's long gone home and he's radio silent.
Okay.
Don't fucking gaslight me. This is some crazy shit.
I'm not saying there
I
wasn't
like how
a
he's
ghost, I'm
panicking
just-
more about this than the other
Anything
ghost.
that happens.
I
And Resurrection married me.
What?
look.
You never saw
Look.
that episode of Unsolved Mysteries?
No.
Look, as far as I can tell, your car
No, I don't
is
watch
ghost
crime
free.
stuff. It's schlocky as
It's not
hell.
a crime show. It's a fun daytime show.
Your car is ghost free. You can go home now, Fred. Please stop panicking, my nighttime customers.
You know, I feel like sometimes you guys don't take me very seriously.
Fred, I am very concerned about the ghost in your car.
I'm also concerned why you have a clone.
Why?
It happens to the best of us, and that's all
No, it
Carlos
doesn't!
says.
That Carlos. I'm gonna kick his
So-
ass later.
We're almost near the end here, so I kind of need to take the reins for a bit. Fred, Carlos does his best to reassure you that you won't have any phantom hitchhikers going home as long as you don't stop. But, Olivia, I'm just gonna say there's not really much information more you can gain from this tonight.
Besides seeing what they took.
And yeah, well, I'll just say, you go and it's pretty much like Itzel said, stuff that you would have had like in your truck, like equipment, like medical gear,
What the fuck?
like actually one of your uniforms is missing.
Oh god.
Nothing like extravagant, like your like your late, not your laser, you don't have one of those. Your flamethrowers in the truck, so that's still yours.
God, I
But,
gotta start locking my shit up. Awesome.
but yeah, that's all you really, because you're staying with your sister the rest of the night, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will
So-
request Itzel stay as well because I feel like
Yeah.
shit.
Well, it's her shift tonight, so she would have been there all night anyways.
That's true. That's true.
But Tommy,
Yes.
you started hearing this screaming of ghosts and clones and shapeshifters on the radio, and you are getting ready to answer, like pick up, like maybe ask
Mhm.
if you needed to come in and like help out again, when you hear footsteps kind of echoing down the cement tunnel. Carnagor had come in, chatted with you about, you caught her up with what happened before she went back to stand guard at the, back to her little nest that she's made in the ride.
Yeah, I like to imagine Tommy's just sitting in an old, like, plush armchair he found.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, you found it in like a ditch. It fell off of a truck or something while someone was moving. Still
Yeah, and
perfectly
he
comfy.
can't see what's behind him. Clearly, because of it.
And you hear a voice, your voice, go, "Oh, Thomas, you really shouldn't sit with your back to the door like this." As you feel a burning cold metal silver press against your throat from behind as a familiar knife presses, not enough to draw blood, but it's making your skin burn with the reaction.
Mhm.
As you see yourself lean forward from around the corner, but the eyes, it always had trouble changing the eyes, as you see gray eyes looking at you, familiar ones, going, I suggest we get up and take a walk, Thomas. Your friends don't need to get involved.
Fuck.
And Tommy departs from the story.
Shit.
Kidnapped.
Kidnapped.
Taken by
But-
the ghost.
I think we are going to end that there. We have completed this mystery, the lingering stain of guilt. And we'll see what happens next time.
Ooh.
Yay!